Hey up, ghosties. Hi, everyone. Voracious, why did you just follow me? I just got a notification that you just followed. Anyways, I've forgotten how to stream. How do I do this? Where are we? Tyria, thank you for your congratulations on getting first, and thank you for the Spotify reminder. And Tech, is that fair? No, but it is true. Saucy, hello, how are you? Death, hello. Chaotic, why the sad face, mate? Mindstormish, hello. I don't know what's going on there. Peen, I agree. Wicked, hello, how are we? Xander, will I get banned if I bully your mods? It depends on which mod. Be careful. How are we, chatters? I have forgotten how to stream, so I apologize. I feel like I haven't been here in so long. How long has it been? How long has it been? Have I really been gone longer than normal? I didn't stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and today's Thursday. So this is no different than normal. This is my normal schedule. Why do I feel like I haven't been here? I feel like I've been an absent father. I've been doing poorly. I'm so sorry. You're enraged? Jack, why are you enraged? Hello, Inky. You can bully me. Inky's given permission. I'm not good, but my headphones are fully charged. Let's go. I'm sorry you're not good, though. What's going on, man? I would never bully you, Inky. You best not be thinking of bullying me. Tech is definitely considering bullying you. I'd just like to be clear. That is definitely their goal. I forgot to switch to my face. Hello, everybody. My name is Almost Sander, and welcome home. How are we? Chat, I hate the Midwest. Bro, same. We are in the same boat. Let me turn down the audio because the music is at like volume 700. I want to ban. Who are we banning? Xander. Hello, Rev. How are you? QSMP? Yes, I definitely want to talk about it. That is absolutely what I'm planning to talk about today. Dude, camera. Focus, man. My camera's got fucking ADHD. Let's go. Hello. I have so much to say. I have so many things I want to share. I have so many opinions. I have so many thoughts. Guys, this is going to be the first time I'm excited about talking about anything Minecraft involved in so long. I have so much excitement within me. Actually, there's hang on, let me keep my peepers on. Back to Twitch. I've got to keep my peepers on so many things. But yeah, no, it is. Everything is so cool. It was so fun yesterday. Yes. I ranted about the QSMP to my therapist this morning. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, no, that is what I plan on talking about for a good little chunk of time today. Obviously we'll be playing Minecraft as well so that we can play Minecraft and talk Minecraft. I feel like my camera's really low today. Where's my camera supposed to be? Is it there? Is this more accurate? Started with really bad dysphoria at like 4 a.m. and did not get sleep today, and it's just been kind of shitty altogether. I'm sorry, Death. I really hope your day gets better, mate. I know it's a late time in the day for it to get better, but hey, even if it's like right before bed where you're like, yeah, all right, I'm feeling okay, then the day didn't end as badly as it started. So you can always hope for a day that kind of goes up rather than going down. And if you start your day at rock bottom, the day can only get better because it can't get worse. Is that a good way to look at it? Probably not, but it is definitely a way to look at it. So, just thoughts. Viewer SMP today, Father B? I wasn't planning on it. I was planning on running around my little single player world so that I can do some thoughts, but I know you guys have been building the Church of Tlez, so I do want to hop on there soon. I wanted to work on my little self build because I've got a little bit of like, what's the word for it? Motivation. I've got motivation. Yo tengo motivation. I don't know the Spanish word. What's the Spanish word for motivation? I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start causing myself issues. Motivation in Spanish. Motivación. 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 Yo tengo motivación. Anyways, it's my chance to be part of a whole new community, which I missed during the Dream SMP. Yeah, it is. It's an amazing new opportunity for new people to join into this like level of community. And I actually have opinions on that too. I have opinions about what I think is good about that and what I think is bad about that. Do I have opinions that are negative? Yes, but you'll understand why. And not many of them are incredibly strict. I've just got a bunch of thoughts and I want to share all of them. So we're gonna play Minecraft and talk about my opinions. Also, we'll see how long I keep my hair down. I was enjoying having it down, but also, I don't know. I think I'm just too lazy to put it up, but also I feel like I'm gonna get really hot really fast. And I legitimately think it's just the fucking light. It's having this light on me that, like, it gets so warm in this room. Like, I immediately feel like I'm sweating as soon as I turn it on. The Church Rituals is being worked on, indeed. I want to jump on and work on it for more after dinner. Also, this QSMP intrigues me. I've not heard enough about it. Oh, yes, opinions. It's opinion time. Hey, Crumsh, how are you? Also, I scared myself when I jumped into Minecraft today because I jumped into this, just darkness, and found myself in a box. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing in a box? And then I remembered there's a reason we were in the box. It's so our garden would grow. I forgot we had put ourselves in a safety box so that we could grow our garden. I don't even have a shovel with me. I know I have like 7,000 shovels. There's no reason for me not to have a shovel with me. But for the first time, we actually grew like our entire garden fully because we didn't have to sit and do a stream where you guys just watch vegetables grow. And I know, don't get me wrong, I know all of you would love a stream where all you do is watch vegetables grow. And you know what? I may still give that to you. I may still offer you a stream in which all you do is watch vegetables grow. But you know, that's definitely something we can do in the future. Just you wait. I promise. I will deliver on the vegetable growing stream. But anyways, we can harvest all this. 100% do. I will. Don't you worry about it. I was wondering how you got out with the 1 block gap. Yeah, I am, for anybody who has forgotten, I am once again small. This is my origin server, so if people don't know about this one, this is a little origin server I started in January of this year. So it has technically been about 3 months, but I have not played on it daily, despite the fact that did these bitches not grow, or did they like replant? Hello? Anyways, there's no chance it didn't grow. I think they just replanted themselves. That's gonna be my opinion. But yeah, no, so I'm trying to do this world as often as I can for like the entirety of the year, just to kind of see what kind of progress I can make. We've got like really big plans in terms of like the actual build and lore of this place, which I think is super fun. And I've never actually done anything like this where I commit to like a large scale survival world for an extended period of time. I don't really do that very often. And by really often, I mean ever. I don't think I've ever had like a giant survival lore world that I like stay in for extended times. So we'll see how it goes. I have a bunch of wheat seeds, and then what else do I have? I have rhubarb seeds and potatoes. That's what we were growing. I don't exactly know what rhubarb is for in this. I'm sure it's part of the mod pack. I don't know why I need rhubarb, but I sure have it, so I guess I'm gonna use it. Okay, excuse you. Okay. About damn time. Listen, then I got my SAT scores back. I bumped my grade up to 1020. Nice. Very, very good. That's awesome. God, I just realized I joined your channel on this world down here near the water. This world here? Like down when we were down here is when you joined this channel? Is that true? When did you join? I don't know if you could have. You've been following since December. I don't even know if we started this until January. This might have been the other survival world that we were in, but I'm not entirely sure, admittedly. Maybe it was this. Maybe we did start this in December. I'd have to go look at old VODs and check. Oh my god, I've been forgetting to upload my VODs. Anyways, sorry, my brain is everywhere today. I did just have a coffee, and then I did immediately pour myself a second coffee. So I'm kind of buzzing today, but that's okay. Father, I'm bleach painting a hoodie to say I'm the scary trans people the media warned you about. Is this a good idea? Yes. Yes, it is. It absolutely 100% is. The only thing I absolutely recommend is, please, for the love of God, be careful. I think it's a brilliant idea. Wearing it is, you know, a great sign of like strength and, you know, being proud of yourself and having pride and all of those fantastic things. I only warn it against it if you're in one of those states where they're currently really, really like stamping down on, well, everything to do with trans. Because admittedly, you don't want to out yourself in a place where you're going to get attacked. I hate to say, that's a worry. I hate to say that you should ever even have to be concerned about that, but admittedly you do. Oops. You do have to be worried about that. And I wish that wasn't true, but it is. So, and that's just the reality of it. And if you're in a place, you know, where it's dangerous, just be very, very careful. People get killed for being trans, and I don't know what I would do if one of you, had that happen. I really don't know what I would do. So please, for the love of everything unholy in this universe, don't die. I think I'd lose my fucking marbles. I think I would quit streaming. So anyways, back to regular conversation topics. Let's go plant the rest of our potatoes. Dying is bad for your health. It is. It is incredibly bad for your health to die. I don't know how many of you guys know that, but it's, you know, very not encouraged. Dying, it has been found to be negative for your physical well-being. So, 0 out of 10, don't recommend. So true. Yeah. And shout out to any of you guys who are going out protesting and doing all the good shit, doing the work of those that need to get done. Proud of you guys. Dying kills you guys, dude. I'm telling you, it's like I think there was a report done that like dying is like the leading cause of death in this country, and I just want to say how fucked up that is. You know, really kind of fucked up the people out here dying like that. You know, I don't know why people aren't talking about it more. Anyways, just be safe, be smart, be proud, be loud. Like, I would never ever tell you to be I would never tell you to be proud quietly. Be proud in all of the ways that make you you. Just do it safely. And if that means keeping something on you, that will keep you safe. I'm never gonna tell you no to that either. The reality is, one of my favorite quotes recently has been, if you go far enough left, you get your guns back. Which is a really fucking wild thing to say. But it's the whole conversation of like, you know, the left is usually like anti-guns. Like, you know, it's like there's like gun laws, you know, the left, like liberals, libertarian, like that usually is for like, you know, gun laws and taking guns away from people. But if you go far enough left, like away from the right wing and past the left, the libertarians, and then past the liberals and all the way down to the anarchists, you get your guns back. You just get them back in a more violent way. Instead of, you know, enacting for change, you are forcibly taking change. And I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, but I'm not saying not to either. Do what you gotta do to survive. End of story. That's my little spiel for today. I'm gonna get kicked off of this website one of these days. If I ever get kicked off of this website, find me over on YouTube or TikTok. Also, if TikTok gets deleted, follow me on YouTube or something, and I'll start posting shorts or whatever for all of you guys who actually like my TikTok. Apparently TikTok's getting deleted. I know there's a bunch of talk about it, and I have no idea if it's actually going to go down like that, but it's definitely possible. So what aspects of the right do you think are better in your opinion than the left? I don't think I'm educated enough to be able to lay down what I view as the right and the left and discuss those in depth, because you know, most of my stances do lean violently left. I am for change, and that's about it. That's a great summary. I'm not great at political talks unless I'm aiming for a specific thing. I'm gonna be so pissed if TikTok gets banned. Yeah, they're really going for trying to destroy TikTok. I think it'll be hilarious if it actually gets banned in the United States. I know it'll kind of suck or whatever, but like, God, it's such a funny thought. You know, it's already banned in China, right? Like, the country that created it realized how bad it was and banned it in their country because it's legitimately that detrimental. It's really not good for people, man. TikTok, not good. I, as a fully grown adult, have a child lock on my fucking TikTok. God damn it. Fucking, whatever. Understandable, but are there any conservative values you believe are a cornerstone? I wouldn't be able to think of them like as like what cornerstones of conservative things are. Like, I don't know what like. It's just not a thing I know a lot of being like, oh yeah, the cornerstone of conservativeness. Like, I don't keep track of that shit because I don't care. And that's probably a weird way to say it. Not saying I don't care about politics, just that I don't give a shit what your conservative values are. I don't give a shit what your liberal values are. I don't fucking care. My main thing is change for the better, equality for everyone, and it doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal or right or left. I don't care what fucking label you put on yourself. If you don't want rights for people, fucking go away. End of story. Yeah, it's confusing that liberal's good in America but bad in Australia. That's because people keep ascribing these thoughts to it. conservative is bad and liberal is good, and then liberal is bad and then conservative. These things are just they're just stupid labels. They literally mean absolutely nothing. I would desperately encourage you to stop putting labels on it, because what happens then is that people go, well, I'm voting for the conservative party, and they don't listen to any of the things the actual people are saying, and they just vote conservative, and they don't listen to any of the actual points. They just vote liberal. Like, that it's literally what kills politics in countries like this, is the dividing, and like, you treat it like a fucking sports team. Like, oh yeah, I'm cheering for my team, we're woo liberals. Like, the fuck's wrong with you? This isn't fucking football, y'all. Like, get that shit together. I do not give a shit what team you're on, man. These labels literally make it harder for people to actually use any level of critical thinking at all. Critical thinking has been failed in this country several times over. But liberal has become the left in the US, but everywhere else it's the capitalist party. Yeah, all of it is just, it's just ridiculous. Just listen to what people actually believe and vote for them based off of that. Don't vote for them because they're wearing your team's badge. Don't be stupid. Use any level of critical thinking. I'm absolutely begging you. I'm on my hands and knees. My state currently has like one of the most important votes coming up next month. It's the Supreme Court vote. And my state is a swing state, and it literally will determine if the Supreme Court stays conservative or swings to liberal or whatever the fuck it is, whatever they want to call it, Republican, Democratic, whatever the fuck. And it's a huge deal. And it's not a huge deal because it's conservative or liberal or Democratic or Republican. It's a huge deal because one of those people accept human rights and the other one doesn't. One of those people is pro-choice, and the other one can compared tax-paying dollars to fucking slavery. So, like, I don't know, man. Voting is fucking wild. That's all I have to say. I just realized I have to vote tomorrow for the first time. Let's go! Participating in the politics. You're doing great. Proud of you. I know I'm walking in circles. I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to be doing today. I think what I wanted to do is focus on tools. I want to get bookshelves set up over here, because this is going to be our enchantment room. So enchantment room is going to be one of our main focuses today. Anyways, off of the politics subject, I also have decided I do want to put my hair up because I feel like there's too much hair right now. So we're putting the hair up. Give me one moment. But we can move off of the politics subject unless y'all have other things you want to say about it, and we can move on to my original topic, which is the birth of a new SMP, my boys. I have so many awesome thoughts about this, and I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on everything. If you are like myself in the original, who, you know... Sorry, Crunch has just blown my mind. Voting in Australia isn't a choice. We vote or be fined. Whoa. Oh my god, that's like... I can't tell if I like that or I don't like that, or if that's like a good idea or a terrible idea. Because you probably have a lot more uneducated voters go into the polling booths, but also you actually get a full opinion based off of the entire population and not just the people who vote. Because, like... there is, like, voting, like, ethical problems in the United States because, you know, people will block the polling booths and stop minorities from being able to get through and vote. It happens all the time, man. So, like, that's brilliant. I can't tell if it's brilliant or terrible. It's probably a great idea, admittedly, because then, you know, there's no suppression from minorities. But also, it does ensure that a lot of people who probably have no idea what the fuck is going on vote. Or maybe it encourages people to learn more about it? I don't know. I'm gonna look more into that after the stream. I think that's an interesting thought. But, anywho, sorry. Yeah, it completely prevents voter suppression. That's brilliant. Works better with ranked choice voting or something similar. Interesting. I'm gonna look into that. That's a super cool idea. Okay, but hello, if you use me to get your SMP related newses, I apologize for my sneezing. I am here to update you on all of your needs. I know a lot of you used to get all Dream SMP updates and news through me. which I think was super cool, and I always loved giving those updates like on stream. I think it was a super fun little participation thing that we got to do. And so I'm super happy to take that up again and be able to, oh yeah, I need Plankus to be able to get to do that again, because I think it's fun. So for those of you who haven't caught on yet or haven't heard yet, Dream SMP Season 2 has been canceled. For anyone who hasn't gotten the news, I know a lot of us have already heard the news and either aren't surprised or are unbothered and don't really give a shit, which, you know, I don't blame you regardless of which party you sit on, because admittedly it really isn't that surprising. I'm not mind blown about it. It had been a long time since they had been talking about Season 2, and the Green Man himself went live and had talked about the fact that, you know, there hasn't been enough, you know, like, excitement going on around it, not just from fans, but like the creators are less motivated, they're less interested. A lot of people stepped away from the community once the first season ended, and there was a lot of weird feelings about the fact that they originally had been planning on doing a memory loss like storyline for it, and after the passing of Technoblade, it just didn't feel right, and a lot of, you know, participants of the SMP stepped away because they weren't comfortable streaming the storyline of memory loss after having lost a friend. And you know what? I don't blame them at all. I probably would feel the same way. I'm gonna go get a shovel real quick, I realized. So that's where that one's at. So the Dream SMP, as of for now, based off of everybody's information, is officially over. Thank fucking God. For all of you who are really sad about that, I'm so sorry if I came off super insensitive, but I don't care. I'm thrilled that it's over, which means that our final finale is a true finale. Our characters get to rest. Everything is gonna be okay. No memory loss. We don't have to watch fucking Tommy and Dream become friends or some shit. I'm really glad we're not getting a revival. But I know a lot of people are really upset about it. So, coming off of the coattails of that information, me sobbing in a corner, I'm so sorry. Coming off of the coattails of that announcement, they're all just dead now? Exactly. It was the perfect time for Dream to announce that that was never coming back, because we also only had to cry for it a little bit, because immediately after Quackity has finally announced, opened, and released the QSMP. So QSMP is going to be essentially, I don't want to rephrase it this way. I'm going to say it the way that people are talking about it, and then I'm going to explain why I hate that. A lot of people are saying that the QSMP or Quackity's SMP or the Quesadilla SMP is going to be the replacement of the Dream SMP. It's going to be everything the Dream SMP wishes it was, whatever the fuck. I hate that comparison. I already think it's a bad way to start, so I'm encouraging people to maybe not start that way. But it's definitely a fantastic time for it to be birthed, because this is a great time. Everybody's looking for something new to be obsessed over, and this is it. So this is going to be its completely own thing. It is completely a brand new idea. I'm thrilled about it. So let me give you a little bit of a rundown. Throughout the past couple of weeks, while people have been streaming either at the end of streams or just in their own streams, whatever's been going on, people have received invites to a mysterious server, and once they had joined the server, would fall into a stream setup. I specifically caught Phil's at Minecraft's at the end of MCC, where he was invited into a Minecraft world that was a direct replica of his streaming room and streaming setup, where he then solved a little puzzle, opened a little door, and behind the door was a chest that included his ticket to Quesadilla Island, also known as the QSMP. And there are a bunch of people who have been invited. I cannot even name half of them at this point. But all of your favorite white boys are on there from the Dream SMP if you're anxious for more people off of that. So we do have Quackity, Philza, and Wilbur Soot as the little team going on. We also have Slimesicle, which I am thrilled to have more Slimesicle content. We have Jaden Animations, which caught me seriously off guard, and a bunch of other people that you will probably know, and also a shit ton of people that you don't know. Yeah, DNTM is on there, fucking the Diamond Minecart. Like, there is a bunch of, like, new and old faces. It is really exciting. And so is it Luzu is how he's been telling people to pronounce it. Luzu. I cannot pronounce it well. Yes, Foolish and Bad Boy Halo are both on there. I've never been a huge watcher of either of them until recently. I watch more Foolish. I don't think I've ever watched a Bad Boy Halo stream live. No hate on either of them. I just didn't list them. I'm sorry, but there is a billion people on there that you are gonna know and a billion people that you aren't gonna know. If you are interested in anybody, you will find someone on there that you like. Now, the thing that makes the QSMP completely new, like a completely new flavor, completely new idea, and a really exciting new taste of everything, is that it is the first like large and officially like set up bilingual SMP. No, there is no Dream on there. None of the Dream team is on there from what I understand. There's no Dream, George, Carl, any of Satnap, any of those. Which I am honestly relieved about, because keep the fucking drama out of our goddamn server. But no, this is a giant bilingual server. It is absolutely brilliant. So about half of the streamers on there are American or English in some form and speak primarily English, and the other half are primarily Spanish streamers, which I think is super fun. It is a super cool idea. And there are a lot of them who don't have the ability to really talk in the opposite language. So if they're mainly a Spanish streamer, there's a lot of them who speak almost entirely, if not just Spanish, and will not be able to speak English. Same thing with most of your English-speaking streamers don't know fucking Spanish. That's what brings this like amazing idea, this amazing flavor, is that not everyone can even communicate with each other. There is massive gaps in communication ability, which I think is brilliant. And it really creates for really cool like dynamics between the characters as they're trying to figure things out. So on day one, which was just yesterday or the day before, no, yesterday, the 22nd, it was yesterday. Our first couple of people were dropped in, or not a couple of, all of our people were dropped into the server via trains, which I think was brilliant. They were their tickets took them onto the train, and then that train took them away to this island resort, Quesadilla Island, which I think is a super cool little setup. And they ended up at the train station after this nice like introduction video to the gorgeous lands. And once they were at the train station, they had a little bit of a puzzle that they had to figure out with a countdown timer and everything. Funny enough, they failed. They did not complete the puzzle in time. It just didn't, everything was just it completely just failed out, which I think is hilarious. But regardless, they were welcomed onto the island and they had to bring back the power. And when they had gotten there, this giant wall had risen up. After their train ride, they had landed at this place and this giant wall rose up between two sides. They had to restore the power to it. And it blew they found a red button, blew a giant hole in the side of the wall. I mean, a bunch of things happened all at once. There was so many things going on through all of this. But essentially they blew a hole in the wall and then were told that because they had pressed the button and blown up the wall, all of them were now trapped on Quesadilla Island forever. And that's how the story began. So much happened day one that I don't know how to properly give you a summary of what day one was. It was absolutely just wildly chaotic the entire time. There were rap battles taking place. There were Slimesicle and Wilbur were serenading people. Phil's in Minecraft found out that you can craft guitars. Crafted a Stratocaster for Wilbur, who then just pulled out his actual guitar and was serenading people with slime. There were like discussions of just everything and anything you could possibly think of. It was just absolute chaos. So it's been quite an interesting first day. I don't even have like a good summary for you, but that's kind of like the tiny bit of a layout for exactly what we're getting into today, or not today, but now. Hello Ash, welcome in, mate. Yeah, him and Luzu were vibing. I watched Phil's for the entire thing. I originally was gonna watch Wilbur, but he didn't start streaming right away, so I ended up going to watch Phil's, and I just watched Phil's for the entire time, which was super fun. Yeah, but yeah, no, a bunch of them got to know each other, and it's been a really cool thing to see a lot of the English streamers specifically take on the role of
my balls are fat.
having to be the learner.
My balls are fat.
Hello.
Despite his criminal mind, this man is behaving well.
Canoe time.
His reward is the canoe.
Oh my god.
This time he can sit in the canoe for up to an hour.
Canoe time. I didn't even hit it. Lame. Yep. Thank you for the donation, and thank you for canoe time. Let's go. I'm in. But yeah, so it's been really cool because I was a bit hesitant because my expectation was going to be that the English streamers were going to be talking English, and then they would expect the Spanish streamers to kind of figure out a way to communicate with them. And it's been an amazing reversal of my expectations that it's really the English streamers who have taken on the role, not like solo, but taken on a lot of the role of trying to learn and speak Spanish rather than expecting the Spanish streamers to learn and speak English, because a lot of them do speak a little bit of English, broken or otherwise. And it's really cool to see it reversed. I mean, Wilbur has requested that some streamers talk to him exclusively in Spanish, so he is forced to learn, which I think is super fun. And he hasn't been fantastic at it, but he's definitely picking up on certain things, and it's super fun to watch. I love seeing them interact and kind of like pick things up and encourage each other. And the encouragement is so cool. It goes in both ways, that like a Spanish streamer will manage to get a thought across in English, and everybody's cheering and clapping and applauding, and then a English streamer will get something across to the Spanish people, and then, you know, all the cheering and clapping, and the encouragement from both sides is so like excited and high energy. I'm obsessed. I am absolutely in love with it. The energy for the entire thing is literally so much fun. So far I am in very, very high spirits about it. I'm in love with the interactions that are happening. I am mildly concerned, only because it is a baby server. And in my opinion, at least, the next 4 weeks are going to be the weeks that decide if the QSMP thrives or fails. Now, knowing Quackity, I am projecting, my expectations are projecting that this, oh, it's raining. I'm gonna project that I'm projecting this thing will succeed. I'm guessing the QSMP will actually be probably a huge success. I, at least as of now, and you can clip this and make fun of me a year from now if it turns out to be true, I do not believe the QSMP will hit the size of the Dream SMP. Not because of quality, I will explain in a second. I do not think it is quality based for any reason. I think it is situational based. Personally, I don't think anything will ever reach the size of the Dream SMP again because it was so situational based. We were in the middle of a pandemic. Everybody was desperate for something to do. Like, there's no reason it should have grown to the size that it did, and yet it did. And so I think we really saw a once in a lifetime thing there, and I don't think we'll probably ever see it again. But it was awesome while it was there. Yeah, people aren't trapped indoors anymore with nothing to do. Exactly. But Big Q, as Rav just said, is brilliant. This is like, by the end of the Dream SMP, people really were able to witness and kind of like expect the fact that Quackity's lore streams were the largest, most thought out, most cinematic, like most dedicated streams on all of the Dream SMP. Like, Quackity went above and beyond every single creation he made. It didn't matter how big, how small, like his involvement in something. He never, ever half-assed anything. Every piece of the lore was done to its absolute full extent, and it was done gorgeously. Full musical scores, full cinematic movies for every interaction that he had. It was absolutely amazing. So for him to step into this with a pre-built lore, prepared like this creation of a server that has these like visuals and these plans. Like he's got big plans for this, and if anybody is able to keep up the motivation, the determination, and keep something running, it's gonna be Quackity. I've never seen this man half-ass out on anything, literally ever. So my guess is, even if things do start to slip, he will be more than enough to keep this thing alive and running. The only concern I have is not for him, but for everyone else. Because while it's true that, you know, the viewers are no longer trapped inside with nothing to do, so it's unlikely that they're gonna, you know, people are just gonna stay trapped and do nothing but watch streams, you know, that's not the expectation, right? Like we can't expect that anymore. But that also, hello horse. Oh, okay. That also goes for your streamers. The reason the Dream SMP was so popular wasn't just because we were there all the time. It's because the streamers also had nothing better to do. People didn't have anything better to do than just fucking stream all day, all the time, constantly. Like that's why people were able to go live on the Dream SMP every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time. Like there was nothing else to fucking do. And that's not the case anymore, right? How many times has the Origin SMP been opened now? 3? 2 or 3? No, it's been more than 2. 3 or 4? Like, how many times have they started the Origins SMP again and again, you know? It's not necessarily because there's not enough excitement around the Origins SMP. A lot of people really, really liked Origins. But the streamers just don't stay. Oh, time and time again, it ends up being just fucking Sneak Snag looking for a goddamn special axolotl and then losing it when Tommy decides, oh, I want to restart the server again and get people reinvested. Like, because what they were doing is they kept trying to make Origins the Dream SMP. You know, this will be just like the Dream SMP, but Origin style, you know? And so people started trying to kind of make lore. They started making these giant builds, the bad guys and the good guys and the bird father and the, you know, like they tried building up these like big plans and these alignments and like, you know, create these like interactions with people, but they weren't letting it kind of happen naturally. They were really trying to like plan to have something be story based. And time again, people didn't get into it enough and they faded out and they stopped showing up and server dies. And that became the repetition over and over and over again. Like we saw it happen like 3 or 4 times. And once again, take a look around. Is Origin still going? No, it had been recently and it's gone again, you know? Like there is no surprise here at this point. Like I don't expect Origins will ever stay like long term, which sucks, but it is. But I really hope that we can avoid that this time with the QSMP, which is why I've been really nervous about people like immediately being like, "Oh, this is gonna replace the Dream SMP. We don't get Dream SMP season 2, but we get you know, we get the QSMP. You know, we can just replace it with that, and it'll almost be the same, and it'll be fine." No. Like, please, for the love of everything great, keep your goddamn comparisons out of this server. It does no good for anyone. The reality is this is not the Dream SMP. Nothing will ever be the Dream SMP again. And thank God for that, because it's not supposed to be, you know? This is its own thing. So, like, I don't know. That's where a lot of my concern is. Yeah, Fit MC is on there. So is, who's the other person? Steam? I can't fucking think of who I'm thinking of right now. Spreen? I can't remember. Spreen, there we go. Yeah. There's a bunch of like really well-known streamers who are either Spanish speaking or just, you know, there's streamers who are well-known. Yeah, Spreen is fairly well known from what I understand, and so is Fit. Not Spleen. Everyone's talking about being dangerous. Yeah, no. There's a couple people on there who could, like, I hate to rival anybody, but I'm like, we could have some PvP gods on there, you know what I mean? Like, there are some people who I think could 1v a couple people on the server, and or 1v most people on the server. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to see where exactly that ends up leading, and if it really does end up leading anywhere. But yeah, Spreen literally kicked Wilbur out of his own house. Yeah, no, Wilbur had a house going on, and Spreen walked in, stole everything from his fucking oven or whatever, furnace, there's the word, and then just took everything from the man, and then took his house and just like relabeled it his own, and now it's his house. Which immediately everybody has kind of been on the edge. Is it still raining? It is not. Everybody's been on edge with Wilbur. I mean the fans specifically, because Wilbur has already established a community. He has established a village that he is in charge of, and everybody is having violent L'Manberg flashbacks. So we'll see exactly how that ends up going. I don't know what to expect of it yet, but it's something's gonna end up happening, I'm sure of it. We'll see what happens. But so yeah, Wilbur is running La Villa del Sacapuntas, which is the village of pencil sharpeners, because Sacapuntas is it's Wilbur's favorite Spanish word, and it just means pencil sharpeners. I don't know what his intentions are other than just sharpening pencils, so that's where he's begun. But he's already started a village. He already has alliances with people, and this is like a little place he's building. Also, some of the English-speaking streamers have taken up Spanish names that are easier for the Spanish-speaking streamers to pronounce, and also like because a lot of them were asking like, and how exactly do I pronounce your name? Like there was a lot of like kind of like figuring out, especially with Luzu, like trying to figure out how to pronounce each other's names. So Philza Minecraft is now being referred to as Felipe, which I think is hilarious and fantastic, and Wilbur is being referred to as Guillermo, I believe. So there's a lot going on, which I think is hilarious. If he pulls the same shit as with the Dream SMB, I'm gonna be real annoyed. See, I don't think he will, because the one thing Wilbur's always been persistent on is not like beating a dead horse. That's why he was so like eager and fine to end his character, because he knows when a storyline is dead. But I do firmly believe that he's gonna create some time of like Wilbur at the end of the day, as a person and a streamer, he's a coercive talker. He can talk his way in and out of a lot of things. So the fact that he may become like the leader of an area, I won't be surprised at all. I doubt we're gonna go down the same power-hungry leader type thing, or, well, he wasn't really a power-hungry leader, but like, you know, driven mad by power, goes in insane spiral. I doubt that's happening. But he is just that kind of player, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Because he doesn't really have what a lot of other people have. Like, everybody has, like, you know, specific, like, strengths and qualities when it comes to streaming. Oh my god, His name is Chico Malo. Chico Malo. I love it. Yeah, and Slimeskull's being referred to as El Backflipo, because he backflipping is kind of his thing right now. So El Backflipo. But it's, yeah, no, like when it comes to like qualities in streaming, like as you can tell, Foolish has already started building a giant spiral dragon, because building is Foolish's thing. So when he gets on a server, the first thing he's gonna do is build. Phil's is a hardcore streamer, so he's already focused on getting full armor, and he's making a bird's nest on the top of the wall, where he plans to start a bunch of farms, because his first concern is survival. Despite the fact this isn't a hardcore world, he's gonna treat it like it is one. So he's, you know, getting full strength, getting full farms, making sure that he's safe. And that's gonna be his focus. Slimesicle is a fucking, he's comedy, man. He's immediately doing improv bits. He's making up jokes and gags. He's doing rap battles and serenading people and like dragging other people into improv bits, because that's Slimesicle's like best quality. So that's gonna be what he focuses in on. And one of Wilbur's things that he's like well known for and is really, really good at is just improv storytelling. Making up bits of lore and, you know, creating these dynamics in people and creating like dynamics for himself. And I fully expect that we will see that. We're probably going to see a bunch more of early days Wilbur as well, where he just is a goofball and just does things for fucking no reason and is just a dumbass. But I think I think we can definitely expect that Wilbur is going to build some type of lore, because that's one of his strong suits. Wilbur isn't meant to be charismatic as a character, but I'm not talking as a character. Wilbur isn't a character. He's a person. He's a streamer. And, you know, he is what he is. And one of his strong suits is the ability to just come up with these wild stories on the spot. You know, he just makes shit up. He has the energy of a fucking DM. Like, he's always just making up these giant world plot story things for no reason. He does it in all of his streams all the time. He constantly just talks out his ass and makes shit up, and I think it's hilarious. So I think it's brilliant. Catch me watching only slime streams. Catch me watching whoever I want. Filza was my choice for the opening. I was gonna start with Wilbur, but I decided against it, so I ended up watching Phil's. And admittedly, I probably will stick with Phil for a large part of it. I will watch Wilbur's side of things, and Slime's obviously, because Slime is one of my favorite like creators. But I think for like long term, Phil is probably going to be where I get most of my content out of, because he just streams the most regularly and he streams long, and I like that. Wilbur was initially planning on taking over the server by controlling the food. Yeah, I think it's brilliant, because the reality is the Spanish Minecraft streaming community is worlds bigger than people know it is. I mean, like, yes, the Dream SMP was huge, right? But English Minecraft streaming is nothing compared to the size of the Spanish Minecraft streaming community. It is huge. Like, all of our favorite Dream SMP white boys are gonna have a fucking run for their money, because I don't think any of them are quite expecting what they're gonna run up into. I mean, we have wildly strong, wildly smart people who are going to come up with insane issues, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Long streams, my beloved. Agreed. I'm juggling 4 POVs. Yeah, I'm probably going to go between our favorite Dream SMP white boys. I'm sorry, I always refer to them that way. I think it's a fun little joke. I'm so upset. What are you so upset about? Also, what's this song? This is fucking Bears and Trees doing this again. Oh, Captain Sparkles, that is not involved. Yeah, no, he would be brilliant on here. Literally today, Foolish was talking to the guy named oh yeah, is it Vegeta? Seemed like a humble guy. When I checked him out on YouTube, he had 45k viewers on his live stream. Yeah, no, all of these people are gonna be like, oh my god, like my streamers are such big streamers on here, and they're gonna be talking about the English people, and they're gonna be wrong every single time. People see Quackity's live streams and thinks they're big. Have you guys ever watched a Quackity stream on his Spanish channel? Because they have double the viewers that any of his English streams have. People are really underestimating how many Spanish Minecraft like fandom there is. If Quackity's English stream has 40,000 viewers, his Spanish stream easily has 80,000. Like, every single time. I've never seen Quackity's Spanish streams go live and not be at the very top of my list of highest viewers. Like, it is wild. So I'm thrilled to see people really get fucking vibe checked. Do they not understand how many people in Spanish-speaking countries? Yeah, and I feel like people are like think like Spanish-speaking countries and they think just Mexico, and it just blows my mind that people are like, oh, how many Mexican streamers? And it's like, that is a world of difference, buddy. Like they've already been trying to explain that, like, oh, who was it that Wilbur was talking to? I'm gonna be bad with names as I'm learning new people and everything. But Wilbur was talking to someone that he had asked to speak to him only in Spanish, and had already asked Big Q to do the same. And the guy he was talking to tried to explain that, like, yes, but also I am Spain Spanish, not Mexican Spanish. Quackity is Mexican Spanish. So if he tells you how to say something, I'm gonna end up telling you something different, because our Spanishes are not the same. Like, our words are not the same. So yeah, they're was it Luzu? I didn't think it was. Oh, maybe it was. I thought it was someone else that he was talking to. But yeah, no, it's really cool to see people are going to be learning that, like, yeah, there are different dialects of Spanish in different countries. People speak different flavors of Spanish. Like, it's not just, you know, Mexican Spanish. Like, there's a million versions of Spanish. And I'm actually really excited because I've already been practicing my Spanish for work, because I'm trying to get more fluent in Spanish so that when we talk with Spanish-speaking customers that I can make the process a little bit easier for them. Because as of right now, our process with working with Spanish patients is actually abysmal. So I'm trying to make that a little bit easier. Different flavors of Spanish, yeah. But I'm trying to learn just base level Spanish, like the stuff you learn on fucking Duolingo. Because everything off of that you can kind of work off of with dialects and such. Because I mean, I have 6 years of Spanish class. Like, I know Spanish, but not like fluently. So like listening to the Spanish streamers, I can pick up on a lot of what they're saying. I wouldn't be able to respond, but I can pick up on a lot of what they're saying and kind of pick up on the conversations and kind of understand what's going on. So I'm having a lot of fun actually getting to like listen in and be like, oh, I understand bits and pieces of this. But I'm definitely gonna have to like put some practice in to make sure that I understand enough. Which has been super, super fun. I'm so excited for all of the possibilities that are gonna come with this. I can only assume this is gonna be just, I mean, an amazing thing. Some of the things I'm kind of like iffy about so far, like some of the things I have like less high opinion of so far, has been that a lot of the, and I don't know all of them, and I don't know all of the Spanish speaking streams or all the English speaking streams, just from some of the ones I've seen. There is some chat division happening, because a lot of the English speaking streamers don't have Spanish speaking mods, and so people are not allowed to speak Spanish in their chats, despite the fact that there are Spanish and English viewers, because it's a Spanish and English, like, you know, community. But they're not allowed to type in Spanish in the chat, which I understand not having any Spanish speaking mods, but I really hope some of them look into getting Spanish speaking mods so that they don't have to ban speaking Spanish in a chat that is for a bilingual server. So I really hope they kind of like look into that. Like, cause even like Wilbur had to like I know like Wilbur's not like one of the massive streamers out there. He's big enough though that like he had to be like, hey, like you guys can't type in Spanish in chat because I don't have any Spanish mods. And it's like, I feel like you really need to reach out and get some, because saying like, yeah, I'm in a Spanish speaking server or a semi-Spanish speaking server and you can't speak Spanish here feels just weird. So I'm assuming, yeah, like Rhys said, they probably will, but I really hope they like push for that. But yeah, it's just one of those like things that I hope gets fixed. But outside of that, the only other thing that I've been kind of iffy about is the fan art. No hate on the fan art. Fan art's great, but I'm kind of curious how people are planning exactly how to do this, because a lot of the ways people are drawing like Wilbur or Phil, or even Foolish, is their Dream SMP designs, which I know are also, for some of them, is also their Minecraft skin designs, but some of them are still including like unique traits that were specifically based off of Dream SMP lore, or even like origin lore, which I'm interested to see how exactly those designs are going to evolve, because like part of the Dream SMP was evolving fan art off of their skins to be, you know, based off of lore, and obviously we don't have like QSMP lore as of right now. But it's been interesting to kind of look and be like, yeah, there's Jaden Animations just looking like Jaden Animations, and there's Luzu just looking like Luzu, and then there's, you know, Philza in full origin design, and then Wilbur like being drawn like revived Burr with the trench coat and like the wrap on his arm that is like, and the white streak that is like clearly End Dream SMP design. Yeah, it's fan art of QSMP Wilbur having the white streak. That is just not. I'm against that. Not like I'm like a DNI anti that. Like, I'm just like, I really hope we like can really lean away from that. Base it off of their like skins again, their Minecraft skins, and let the lore develop and let them like develop these new designs. But please don't just draw them as if like you've placed the Dream SMP characters into this QSMP world and we're just gonna run with that, because that's gonna drive me insane. That is just the worst way to do that. Not that it matters what I think, obviously. It's like, oh, it drives almost Xander insane, we can't do it. Obviously it doesn't fucking matter, but like just a thought. Yeah, I really do hope that the art kind of develops for them. But anywho's, those are just some of my takes on it. Yeah, I think, yeah, so many people really only know these streamers because of their Dream SMP characters. Yeah. We got to hear Philza explain to Luzu his death in his 5-year hardcore world. We got him to bring it up again and have to explain it to someone. Luzu was blown away. I think it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, I've got like crazy high hopes for this server. I mean, there are so many amazing things that I think are gonna really come out of this. There's so many opportunities. Yeah, I was fucking cackling. Poor fucking Philza. But yeah, I've got huge hopes. I think this server is really gonna be something unique. Fun fact, this is my first thunderstorm in this dorm room on the 7th floor. Oh no. I'm sorry. Throw some headphones on, if you don't already have them on, and just like keeping them like turned up maybe? That's my only best bet. Or like, you know, like closing the windows so you can't see things or hear it. I don't have great advice, but I grew up with a lot of friends who were really afraid of thunderstorms, and we would just kind of hang out in the bathroom and bring some pillows and like hang out in the bathtub kind of thing is where we used to go. And obviously we were a bit younger, but I have a friend who's terrified of thunderstorms and of tornadoes. So if it got really stormy, we would just grab some pillows and some like headphones and go hang out in the bathtub. Coffee. Chanchizik. I'm sorry, I could not pronounce your name well. Hello, welcome home. Thank you so much for following. I'm sipping my coffee for a second. But yeah, no, I think this is a good opportunity to show people that the Dream SMP is not the only server that ever has been or ever will be. And maybe lean away from it and let these streamers like build a new identity, build new characters, build new personalities. Like, you know, not every character Wilbursoot plays is gonna be like Dream SMP Wilbursoot. Not every character that the fucking Philza plays is gonna be fucking Crowfather. Like, I'm excited to see these streamers actually get like a chance to kind of stretch their, like, for lack of a better term, stretch their wings, and just try something new. Like, I can only see this going genuinely just really well. I've got really, really high hopes. So hopefully everybody else is as excited as I am, because this could be so cool if it goes well. I'm gonna see real quick. Hang on. Yes, I was smiling. Myself saw Luzu and Philza bond. I know the whole mining expedition of seeing Luzu and Philza like getting to know each other was just legitimately so wholesome. Okay, I'm gonna hang down here and let these grow for a second because I'm just gonna check something. Oh wait, I don't want to pause it. I'm gonna check it on my phone instead because this is the best I have. Not what I wanted. I was trying to see if the update has been posted yet. No? Okay. I know Quackity had a big announcement today, so I was not quite sure if it had been posted yet. I'm following like an updates account. Because he was gonna raid his... Oh, he is live on his English one. Let's tune in for a moment.
Estas cosas, Quackity está como Buzz Lightyear, güey, cuando cambian el idioma.
Cambiando de personalidad. Mira,
así es.
ocupas hablar en inglés.
I don't know if they've posted the announcement yet or if they've talked about it, but it looks like they're just meeting up.
I'm the age of the bread. I bring bread to the guys that I found on my way.
Okay, the age of the bread, got it. I've been trying to see if that's coming up. I'm following it too, and I'm watching the stream right now. All right, Based. When the big announcement happens, let me know, because I'm just curious to find out what it is. I honestly think QSMP might get really popular because the streamers are actually going to be able to just have fun and hang out as friends, which is the big reason the Dream SMP got popular in the first place. Watching streamers being friends and having fun is the best part of streams, in my opinion. It is. Everybody keeps thinking it's the fucking story, but the story is so deeply secondary. That's why we didn't like Origins SMP when people started trying to make stories out of it. It's never ever been the lore. The lore comes out of people just being themselves and having a good time. Like, I wish more like streamers connected with that. Are any of you guys are big Sorry Boys followers now, or you know, just general Slimesicle like enjoyers, Tommy enjoyers, Rambu enjoyers, those boys? Oh fuck, Reese, no I haven't. I will do that. Thank you for reminding me. God damn it, I'm so distracted all the time. I will do that though. I'll do that after stream. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper and put it right in front of me. Viewer SMP. Okay, it's on a note now. You can't see that, but it is written. So now I actually will have to look at that when stream ends. I'll put it on top of my phone. That way I can't forget. But if you guys are fans of those, the Sorry Boys is a piece of that is really just these fuckers just joking around and having a good time and, you know, enjoying themselves. But also on Slimesicle's channel recently, they posted the Backrooms video where it was Rambu, Tommy, and Slime playing that Backrooms game, and like 98% of the stream was just them saying Backrooms. Like, oh, Tommy, I think we're in the Backrooms. We're going to the back. Like, it was one of the I was like legitimately laughing out loud in my room, like cackling, because it was just so stupid, and it was so funny. And like they made a second one and they started doing the same jokes, and like they were talking about like, I don't know why anybody likes this. Like the last video got 1 million views, and Tommy's like, no way. I went and checked, and yeah, sure enough, the first one has like over 1 million views. And like they were trying to be like, why the fuck does anybody watch this? Why is this funny? Like, this is not funny. There's no humor in this. Like, we don't make any sense. And I feel like somehow these streamers still are not catching on to the fact that like, that's the point. Like, that's what we're fucking enjoying. It's not good content because of like highly produced things, which yes, can be good content. But the thing that people like is just watching a bunch of people that really feel like friends, just fucking hanging out and having a good time. That is like 98% of like what people enjoy about these kind of like communities. That's what people like. Streamers being stupid and having fun as friends is above anything else. Yeah, like so genuinely. There is just a special type of just joy that like it just comes from that. Like it just feels like pure happiness, and I've never gotten over it. I feel like people really underestimate that. I think that's gonna be a good little rim all the way around, just to keep things a little brighter up top, because I feel like it's really dark otherwise. I feel like I need to finally like actually make walls for this, which is why I've decided I want to work on this. I also can't decide what like we want for the oh, Fanny 260. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, home mate. Honor to have you here. Hope you're doing well today. I need to like actually go let things grow in the garden, but I don't want to just fucking sit there and like watch shit grow. So like I need to figure out something to do down there. We might go, what if we go fishing? Chat, how do you feel about a little bit of a fishing stream for a little bit, huh? Y'all want to do some fishing? Also, I am just gonna call you Fanny, if that's okay. That is just gonna be what I call you. I almost exclusively watch content creators because of their friend groups as a whole. Can I be like so for real for a moment? Just as like a thought, just like a quiet thought, right? The first time I watched the Backrooms video, which I say the first time because I've actually watched that. Oh damn, I'll have to fix that. I've actually watched their Backrooms video more than once now. That first one that came out, I've watched a couple times now. And I really loved that video, and it kind of made me both happy and sad in a really dorky way, because it was almost like a little bit of like a reminder of like, that's why I started streaming. Like, that right there is what I wanted. like, and I really don't know if I've completely found my place in it yet. I feel like I'm still kind of like finding my footing. But like, I'm not like a comedian, admittedly. I'm not fantastic at improv. I don't make up great stories. I can talk for hours. I love doing analytical stuff. You guys know I talk a lot about writing and a lot about tropes and a lot about literary analysis and psychological analysis of characters. And I will probably make a lot more YouTube videos on stuff like that because I really like it and I've been having a lot of fun with it with the power video. So look forward to more content like that because I like stuff like that. But in terms of streaming, like, I'm really like, I don't come up with a lot of fantastic bits on my own. Like I'm not a comedian, man. I'm not a born and raised comedian. I've never been fantastic at it. So like, I like the reason I started streaming wasn't that. The reason I started streaming was because I wanted friends. Like that is like 110% what I wanted. I wanted to create a friend group that I could just call and hang out with and laugh like that. That's exactly what I wanted. Like, and watching the Backrooms stream was a reminder of like, oh yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Like, I want every stream I do to feel like that. And I know not every stream I do can feel like that. That's not reasonable. But that's legitimately like, that's been the end goal since the beginning. And there have been days where I've looked around and been like, oh shit, like I got what I wanted. Like, you can feel it, you can see it. Like there are days that I can look back at certain streams and certain clips and be like, oh, I have it, you know. You have those friends and you have those jokes and you have those like laughing so hard you feel like you're gonna throw up kind of moments, and like you realize like, oh man, I really have that. And then there are days where you're like, wow, I've really just been streaming by myself for like months and like don't have those same interactions. So like, is it perfect yet? No, but I mean, I've got like so many streams where I've gotten to talk with people like Tyrio or Ice or Reese or even just Emily and Ollie, like, and like just like the people that like either I already knew or new people that I've met online and like the relationships I've formed with them. Like, there has been like so much connection that I've gotten to make that has like been super cool. But I do still think like it's like I'm not done, you know. Like I still feel like I'm building like my group, you know. Not saying that my group's not good enough, just like saying like I feel like there's more expanding to do. I want to create a group that feels like the not just say like what I have right now is like my sorry boys, you know. I've got my collection of my people, but I want a full SMP full of people. Not that I'm gonna make an SMP, don't look forward to that, but just like different groups and clumps of people that we can get together and laugh and joke and just have a good time without worrying about anything else, because that's the end goal of all this. How are you gonna know you've made it? How many friends do you want? Not forced for a response. So please don't revive the almost SMP. We don't talk about that. Not the Zan SMP, please. The question, how do you know you've made it, has been a question that I have asked myself. My friends have asked me. My therapist has asked me. My parents have asked me. The answer I have for you is I don't know. I used to have an answer, and I don't anymore. And I am still to this day really struggling with figuring out, now that that's not my answer, how to answer that question. I still currently I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea how I know when I've made it. I don't have like a hard and fast idea, because most people don't really know when they have a, like, most people struggle to identify the moment that like they know they've made it, you know. Is it going to be a certain number of followers? Absolutely not. That means very little to me. Is it going to be a certain number of viewers? Definitely not. That means little to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it will be when I look around and be like, holy shit, like this is the group I've been waiting for. Maybe it'll be, I have no idea. There's been times already that I've had that moment where I looked around and be like, holy shit, this is what I've been waiting for. And like, I hope I keep having those moments. I hope I keep making it, you know? I hope I keep surpassing what I expected to hit. If your goal is a friend group, but how many do you need to feel like you've succeeded? I don't know if it's a number. I don't think it'll ever be a number. Numbers mean very little to me. It's more of the feelings and the emotions and the, you know. I guess I say you know, but I'm not sure if you know. But like it's the feelings that come with it. I'm tired. Sleep well, Ash. Thank you again for the donations. I know you keep doing it, and I hope you never feel like you have to. But seriously, they mean more than I think I talk about. But I really do hope you sleep well, and thank you again for our canoe time. I hope you have a good sleep in the canoe. I'm going to headcanon now that you do sleep in the canoe. That is my decision. I've decided you sleep there. Maybe we do a stripe of the lights down here too. Just a thought. But yeah, I've had moments where I've realized that I've made it before, so I feel like it's one of those things that I just hope is a constant. I hope I constantly feel like I've made it. I feel like I hope I keep surpassing what I've expected. Thank you for the hearts. Sorry if this is really weird, by the way, and I'll stop asking more questions. No, I don't think your questions have been weird at all. It's more of just like, it's something that I've had to think about, and it's something that I'll continue to think about, and what means I've made it today will probably be a world different 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, or whatever, you know? Like, already it's just the thought of like, do you guys realize how close we are to 5K? Like, we are like, what, like 770 away from 5,000 followers? Do you know how fucking weird that is? Like, we're at like 4.22 or whatever. We have like 4,200 followers. I can actually get you the exact number. Let me see. 4,225. So we are 700. Ouch. What is it? 775 away? Is that what it is? Like, I it's fucking ridiculous. I declared my only friend that I've kept since 2021 my best friend today, /pause. Yes, I'm so glad. I've been here since 2.4K. You know what's wild? That number seems impossible. You being like, yeah, I've been here since you've had 2.4K followers. And I was like, that's so many. I don't have that many. I do. I'm looking at my numbers. I have double that. And it hasn't sunk in yet. Like, these numbers don't click anymore. They don't make sense. 5,000 is not a number that makes sense to me. Like, which is why, like, I feel like I haven't been reacting to it and haven't been super like, oh my god, I can't believe we're about to hit 5K. Like, I've been very calm about it because it doesn't seem realistic. Like, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening whatsoever. So I'm, like, not exactly sure how to react to it, you know? I've been trying to figure that out. So yeah, I don't know. This has been a little weird, a little bit of a weird feeling about all of this. This is crazy. Yeah, trust me, I know. But question for y'all: what like designing? Just looking around over here. Where are we? This for our enchantment table room. I need ideas in terms of like flooring as well as walls. I am gonna have to do like the regular, because I looked up, I am gonna have to do the regular like bookshelf around in like a circle, like to step into this. But I do want to decorate like the walls and stuff around it as well. I might do like shelving and stuff. Xander, the amount of followers you have is bigger than a fully packed theater, including all the balconies and stuff. Really? Really? That's interesting. Amethyst ceiling is a fantastic idea. I need to find geodes, but I haven't been able to find them yet. I added a Twitch section to my communication book, and you have your own card. It's a ghost bee with a crown in your name. Can you please send me a picture, Straw Bunny? I would cry to see that. Jesus. Time for Xander to go on tour. Yeah, far from it. Once my streams have those numbers, like once I could fill a theater with my stream, then we can talk about it. Then we could talk about it. Maybe we can't talk about it. I had to pause and think about what I was saying out loud for a second there. I had to pause and think about me saying like, yeah, once my streams start pulling 5,000 viewers, then we'll talk about going on tour. And then I had to pause and think about the fact that I just said we can ever think about going on tour. I don't think that is something I will ever do. You know, I've got these like big dreams of like, man, I hope I can make it as a streamer, as a YouTuber one day. But the concept of going on tour is so fucking ridiculous. Like, it's not happening. Like, that's if that ever happens, you can fucking, I don't know, what wild thing can I suggest? If that ever happens, I will take apart and eat an entire shoe. If I ever go on a fucking tour for my shit, I will take apart and eat just an entire leather boot. Like, I fucking, it's that is not a thing that's happening. If you go on tour, I'll eat your shoe for you on stage. Yeah, there you go. If I go on tour, the requirement is that Reese has to come the entire time, and at every single show, it opens with Reese on stage with one spotlight right on their head, like direct spotlight, center stage, and no sound, and we have to sit and watch Reese eat an entire boot before the show can start. Nobody is allowed to start the tour until the boot is gone, and then we can start the show. If anyone claps, I have to restart. If there's any noise, they have to completely restart. They have to put their shoe down and go get a new one. Somebody better clip all of this and save it so you can send it to me 10 years in the future when I'm touring and Reese isn't eating my boots. If we run out of shoes, I start stealing from the random audience members. Yeah, only the first shoe comes from me. The second shoe comes from the tech guy. And then if we've gone through those two shoes, we refuse to give up our others, and thus every subsequent shoe must come from an audience member. Reese just lunges out into the seats and just grabs anybody by the ankle and just tears your shoe off and runs with it. Yeah, our tour bus is just full of half-eaten shoes that we weren't able to get through. Oh my god. Reese, do you get any like seasoning or anything, or is this just like, you know, unseasoned raw boot? Like, you know, it's gonna get you canceled if you don't do this. I sure hope so. This is very important. All right, I'm gonna go grab. Let's go tear these trees down. Let's go grab more of the thingies. We need more leaves. Woo. If I still have my rickety Converse, you can have those. That's the real question, Reese. Do you prefer new shoes or used shoes? You know, the used shoes got a little bit of flavor in them, but the new shoes might be a little bit tougher to eat. You know, so it really depends on what the shoe quality is. Do certain brands maybe taste better? It's gonna be completely up to the shoe connoisseur over here. Converse would taste like white bread. That's entirely true. I sure hope I get canceled. Yeah, okay. Listen, I have been saying, you can quote that from like my second day of streaming on. I say that like every other time I go live, is like, can someone cancel me and get me off of this wretched site already? Guys, one of these days, I'm just gonna start going live on YouTube and not tell any of you and just see what happens. Because when I go live on Twitch, it automatically updates my Discord. I don't think I have that set up for YouTube, so one of these days, I'm just gonna go live on YouTube, and only the people who follow me on YouTube are gonna get the notification. Like, I'm just not gonna tell the Discord, and we'll just see what happens. I think it'll be hilarious. Like, I definitely think there's something to be tried there. I have your YouTube notifs on. Yeah, so only, yeah, I'd have like a couple of people who have the YouTube notifs would show up. Joke's on you, I got your notifications on because of the power video. Oh god. Wait, what did I say? Oh my god, yes. Dogs would taste good, surely. You said when you hit 5, oh yeah, to get me canceled. Listen, I've been asking to get canceled since the day it all began. And one of these days, it'll come true. Guys, what do you think I'll get canceled for? Because I feel like it's like a rite of passage to get canceled at some point or another. What do you guys think it'll be? Because I feel like there's such a wide variety of options when it comes to me. Maybe it'll be me using my own slur, like against myself. I would totally expect that if I get canceled, it's gonna be because I called myself a slur. Like, I somehow feel like that might be the one that does me in, you know? Somebody's gonna like clip one of my like Discord like late night Xander calls or late night Xander streams where I like call myself a slur, and then I'm gonna get canceled for that. I'm gonna get canceled. Having an opinion, so true. That's completely true. When I put my communication book in fridge art, would you like to be tagged? Yeah, you can tag me. That'll remind me to go look at it. Xander get canceled because it has opinions on Twitter's favorite white boy of the month. Deadass. You know what? Honestly, if the reason I get canceled is because I have an opinion, I accept it with open arms. I will fully accept it with open arms. Like, you know, you're so based. Yeah, cancel me. So true. I really should go to hell. No, the screen record of me snoring. Please, please, Ice, that can't be the reason I go down. This can't be it. It can't be that. So what I'm hearing is I should record the late night calls. Absolutely not. What happens on Discord stays on Discord, motherfuckers. You know better. Xander gets canceled because he has interests. Yeah. Oh my god. You know what? I could totally see me getting canceled for saying I'm autistic. I don't know why, but I can absolutely see that happening. Like, it just somehow makes sense. You feel me? Like, you can't even tell me I'm wrong either. It just makes sense. Somebody's gonna find a way to cancel me for that. Or like me telling people that it's okay to self-diagnose. I'm gonna get canceled. I'm normalizing fucking mental illness or some shit, and I'm gonna get canceled for it. You're getting canceled for something like Quackity getting canceled for speaking Spanish? Dude, I'm telling you, it's so funny. Twitter gets so mad. Dude, I'm telling you. There's like always something for Twitter to be angry about. Twitter, you know what? Twitter fucking sucks. I hope I get canceled for saying that. Cancel me for just telling you that Twitter fucking blows. It's the fucking worst, man. What is this moon dust shit for? Can I make a block out of it? I cannot. Can I make a smaller block out of it? Ah. Moonstone dust block. What does this look like? Hang on, everything is strobing for a moment while my night vision wears off. Come on, night vision. There we go. I can't tell. Hang on. I can't tell if I like having the lights underneath the chests. Oh, what do you think, guys? Having the lights underneath the chests. Do we like that? I went on Twitter for 5 minutes and then closed it. I don't know how people are on there so much. Yeah. Getting canceled for saying you'll get canceled. You're so right. In 10 years, you're going to get canceled because someone found your AO3 account. Listen, my AO3 account has an SBI fanfiction on it. What else do you want from me? If anything, somebody might find the old fucking Wattpad story I wrote that fucking, like, I orphaned and is no longer connected to me, and someone will find a way to connect it to me and be like, this is why you're getting canceled. Yeah, that's all your AO3 is? Yeah, it is. That's all that's on there. I have my favorites on there. I have Ad Astra favorited on there. Not the SBI stuff. Hey, listen, it's good. I like writing it. Yeah. Laura's begun? Ah, I see. Is it announcement stuff?
No, that's not. Did I say let's beat it? Oh, maybe I did actually.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Wait,
you did.
I know. Wait, oh no, it's kind of far actually. Never mind.
Wait, where? Say where.
Well,
Say where.
I kind of. I
have no idea. Obviously, SBI fanfics are the biggest sin ever. Honestly, so true. Well, when the announcement happens, let me know. I'm not exactly sure what the announcement's gonna be yet. Anyways, what is this block? Oh, hello. Okay, this is actually an interesting block. This moonstone dust. Admittedly, we could use some of this for our dinosaur bones. What do you guys think? Do you think we could use some of these blocks for the dinosaur bones? Oh, it disintegrates when you place it. Okay. Well, it is definitely still a block, though. Definitely an option. Fully based off of the fact that TikTok canceled a minor for this, I think I'll get canceled for wearing platform boots with my forearm clutches. Fake claimers are weird. Yeah, for sure. It was the MCR fic I saw you posted on. Yeah, no, I did post about it. Yes, I do have. I do have a fan fiction out there somewhere that is no longer connected to my name that I orphaned. That was a huge story on Wattpad that people liked that I wrote. And yes, if people found it, I would probably get canceled for it. But that's why it's no longer connected to me. And the reason I would get canceled is probably because I was shipping real life people and writing gay fan fiction about them. Is that weird? Yeah. Was I 15? Yeah, fuck you. I fucking ship band members and write about them. I wasn't the only one. Twitter would unironically cancel you because you said character dream and content creator dream fans don't deserve to be doxxed. Admittedly, yeah, they probably would. Yeah, I would probably get canceled for that. They would find a way. They always find a way. Honestly, I deserve to get canceled. You're so right. You'll be canceled because of accidentally misgendering Embry in your first draft. No, please, Ice, I'm begging. No, please, it was a mistake. I promise, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to misgender them. No, please. Embry, my beloved, I didn't mean it. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, is that you? It is. It's me in the flesh. Guys, I wrote My Immortal. For sure, for sure. I'm the person. I did it. I'm the one who wrote it. I am the My Immortal writer that you've been waiting for. Not the My Immortal writer that you wanted, but the My Immortal writer that you needed. I love that the internet to this day still cannot decide if My Immortal was written ironically or unironically. I did that as well, and knowing how similar we are, I have a feeling I know who. I'm so interested in knowing yours. They make up some bullshit that you're condoning violence because you liked Dream SMP lore. For sure. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, no, I liked Tommy's lore ending, and therefore I'm encouraging people to forgive their abusers. That's what I'm doing. I've already been told that by somebody. Like, I'm telling you, man, I'm already prepped and ready to be canceled. I'm so very ready. I get that. Honestly, I haven't been using my mobility aids even though I'm supposed to in public because I'm scared that someone would get upset to me. Yeah, I have a cane and I don't use it. I have a mobility aid that I don't use because I don't desperately need it. Like, I have it for if I need it. It was bought for me from a friend of mine for if I need it. And I have not taken it out yet because I haven't needed it desperately yet, and because I'm too afraid to. Actually, not even just that I haven't needed it. I have needed it, and I just haven't taken it out and used it because I'm too afraid that someone will look at me and be like, and why are you using a cane? It's like, because my fucking joints hurt. Or as those who have read it called her Inabi. Please. Oh my god, yeah, okay. How do we feel about this? I really, really like this lighting. I think this lighting is this is gorgeous. I didn't think about putting lights in the floor like this at first, but it's quite nice. I might implement this upstairs too. This is quite cool looking. And I'm trying to consider if I want to do those ceilings here as well, but I think it would be really hard. Good lighting? Yes, I'm glad we agree. I might still have to throw some lights down here in the center for right now, and maybe I'll make like a pathway, like this, like down the center. We can make a pathway. Oh my god, that would be so hot sexy. Oh my god. Okay, that's a current plan. We're gonna make like a pathway down the center that has lights. And we can put like carpet over it if we don't want to see like the leaves, because carpet doesn't hide those. Yes, pathways that are lit up. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. We've got good plans. We've got good plans, good plans, good plans. God, I wish I could work on all of this while we were also still letting the fucking leaves and shit grow. Because, like, I need these to grow because I need to make my fucking... Okay. I think I'm gonna need to put some of these up in the house so that they're growing, like, because otherwise these are never gonna grow down here. Like, I want my main garden to be down here, but if it's never fucking growing because it's not loaded in because we're too fucking far away, it's gonna be problematic. If it wasn't for the fact that I would legit die, probably same. I mean, I avoid my finger splints, but like, I just straight-faced say the long names of my disorders and spell them flawlessly when suggesting the person look it up. Yeah. Yeah, I have a several $1,000 medical instrument just for funsies. Yeah, having someone question the fucking service dog. Yeah, dude, it's just for funsies, man. I got him for fun. I thought it'd be quirky. Good lord. All right. Let's take the sugarcane upstairs. First off though, let's go make more cows. Hello, cows. Ooh. Boop. Boop. Cows. Cows. I cannot tell who I've done or not yet. Oh God. Oh no. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Everyone survived. Okay, Jesus Christ. Anyways. Up we go. Woo! Jesus. Sleep. As someone who had a service dog for almost half their life, I get it, yeah. I love having chronic illnesses and disabilities for funsies. Yeah, I collect them like Pokemon cards because I think it'd be quirky. You know, I really don't see any other reason to do it, so I've just been, you know, upping my quirk level just every chance that I get. Alright. Where are we gonna put a... Oh, did I not grab my fucking water bucket? Hang on. Do I even have a water bucket? I think I have one. Aha, okay. Well, let's go fill this up so we can get a fucking endless water source, and then we'll fucking make a little indoor thing. Water, please. Okay. Boop. Death juices! And away we go. I think we're just gonna put it in here. Up here. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna clear this area out and make a tiny little farm up here because I said so. I can't think of any other thing to use this for that would be better. So this is just like a little entrance. So we're just gonna clear this out and make a farm up here above my chest room because why the fuck not? That's my answer. Quackity is a name for foolish now. Slim Jim, lovely. That's perfect. I adore it. I mean, we've already kind of hollowed out the area above this. We could literally just do like this area. Why don't we just do this area? I'll put like an extra layer down so that the water doesn't fucking drip. And I need another fucking pickaxe. See, this is why we need to fucking work on the bookshelves and shit so we can get a better pickaxe. Can you guess why it's called Slim Jim? I don't. Why? I have so many questions. I thought suffering from a meniscus tear would be fun, so I did it for half of my life. Exactly. Can you guess why it's Slim Jim? Oh, penis jokes. Ask something off topic? Yeah, always. Man, I'm off topic. Me existing is off topic. Always. Pop off. Also, how many books can we make as of right now? Or how many books do we have? We have 54 books. Oh yeah, we haven't decided what color bookshelves we want to do. That was the other thing. Alright, chat. Bookshelves. I can spell. I can't remember what colors we thought we were gonna do for there. I know we wanted to do purple, but we can't because those are like end things, so we can't get the fucking purples. Have you ever encountered a Karen IRL? Yep. Sure fucking have. They are absolutely fucking wild, man. Absolutely wild. They're ridiculous. I think I might go for like moss style. Maybe I'll do the mangrove ones if I get mangrove. Do I have mangrove? I don't. I have aspen. Palm, maple, pine, holly, empress. Where's the aspen? Aspen is... Oh, that's ugly. Lame. Cypress. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to do. I might do the green enchanted ones, because I might do this like moss style-y. That or we could go with the blue. But I don't think we have any of these. I don't think we have any blue woods. You know? Story time, sure. Yes, I almost quit my job for them. Yes. Okay, so all right, listen. Once upon a time, long ago, I used to work as a Kohl's employee. I don't have a fantastic story time. It's not thrilling, I promise. But I do have one. I used to work at Kohl's. I was a checkout person at Kohl's. That job did not last long. I fucking hated it. I was a seasonal worker, and I specifically worked for the Black Friday, Christmas seasonal time. Was that a mistake? Yes. Did I regret it? Yes. Was it a horrible experience? Also, yes. I had a terrible time. And there was a woman, and I'm assuming it was a woman and her daughter, who appeared at my checkout counter still within my first week of working there. Okay. I was brand fucking new. Just a tiny little sliver of a child. And my boss was still watching over me, kind of thing, just to make sure I was doing my job, you know, doing things right. And oh god. So essentially the way that it went was, wait, do I have enough books for more? Or was that all of my books? That was all of my books. Okay. The way that it went was the woman showed up with about 2 carts full of stuff, and started unloading it onto my thing. And as I would scan individual items, she was watching my screen, right? And I would go like, beep, and she'd like look up at the screen and like analyze it, and then look down at her thing, and then look up at the screen, and then look down at her like pile of stuff in her hands. And then she'd give me the next item, and beep, and she'd like look at the screen, look at the thing. And then I would get to something. And like several times this happened. I would get to something, and she would look at it, and then she would look at me, and then she'd look down at it, and she'd go, that's not the price it's supposed to be. Well, ma'am, that's the price it's ringing up as. Yeah, well, the shelf that I got it off of actually said that it was supposed to be this price, so I'm gonna need you to give it to me at this price. Look over at my manager. The manager says if you can prove it's meant to be that price, we can do that. It wasn't on that shelf, whatever it is. It was, somebody tucked it there. Well, I found it there. Well, that's not where it belongs, so whatever, you know, like that kind of shit. Trying to keep the customer happy. And she's like, well, can you give it to me at the discounted price or not? No, ma'am, I can't just give it to you for the discounted price, right? Like, trying to be reasonable here. It wasn't, nothing I was saying was getting through to her, like, whatsoever. Do these not work? Do the colored ones not work? Hang on. Gonna have to go test something out. And we were like discussing or whatever, and she go, okay, well, if you're not gonna give it to me the discounted price, I'm gonna need you to take it off. Okay, so now I have to go into the thing, pull up the item, rescan the item, delete the item, and then we can continue scanning. Beep, beep. Well, actually, that one's on sale. No, ma'am, it's not. Well, I found it on the sale item. Oh, no, well, this, that, fucking, and undo the thing. Okay. And 2 carts worth of items she would go through, watch every single thing pop up. If it was too expensive, having me take it off, or give me a coupon that was years expired, trying to get it to work. Like, and she couldn't even be like, I need to talk to your manager. My manager was there watching me scan the entire time. So, like, clearly, I'm doing exactly what I meant to do. I'm not getting you anything different, my man. Like, this is the options you have. Work with it, or move the fuck on, right? And it just, it took so long. And of course, she didn't just show up, you know, at a normal time for whatever fucking reason. The woman showed up 30 minutes before close. Is that enough time for the average person? Yes. Is it enough time to scan 2 carts full of items where every other item you're asking me to remove it or scan in a coupon that's years old and isn't working, and I have to walk over to a different section to check out the item to see if it's actually on sale or not? Like, it was just a fucking nightmare. I'm not exactly sure how these are working or not. But anyways, yeah, no, I ended up being there 45 minutes after close, after I was supposed to get off of my shift. I had a nightmare. I hated her. She was obnoxious, and those type of people can lick my boots. And I quit Kohl's shortly after. It did not last long there. That wasn't even the weirdest customer though. I had a boy check out who looked like to be maybe 17 years old, who was absolutely zooted off his fucking marbles. I mean, dude was high as fuck, like violently high. And he checked out about $350 of name brand Adidas hoodies. And that's it. Like $350 of just hoodies. I have no idea what that man was doing that day. And also, I don't know, why are my bookshelves, I don't know how to tell if my bookshelves are working or not, admittedly. Reese might have to tell me how to know. Because they're not giving the little, like, floaty things. I wonder if it's, like, I don't have a pickaxe. Why don't I have a pickaxe? I need to go get a pickaxe. Honestly, iconic, though. Yeah, that was my more memorable customer. The Karen was a fucking rude woman, but this man just had such an energy about him. I need my pickaxe. But yeah, I don't have a bunch of like nightmare customer stories from like Karens. All of my nightmare customer stories actually don't come from like your typical interactions. Almost all of them come from working at the haunted house that I worked at. For those of you who know, I was a haunt actor for 7 years, I think. Or something stupid like that. I don't remember. And most of my terrible customer interactions come from those. That's like, check or turn on your particles. Oh yeah, I might have particles turned off. I don't even remember how to check that. Video settings. Particles. Oh. There we go. Let's go check now that I've got particles. Oh, lovely. Okay, that's why. I'm gonna turn that off again ASAP, but let me go at least go check that. Oh no, they do work. Okay. They totally do work. Awesome. Okay. Let's get that off again. Video settings, performance, no wait, quality. Particles, minimal. Okay. All right. So now that we know that they work, get this out of here. We'll go re-green that one. See what the level is. You did not need the particles. Yeah, that probably would have been a simpler way to do it, but hey, I figured it out. It's fine. I got it. I used my very small, very smooth brain to figure it out. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Boop. Lovely. Okay. I really want to add it's to my pronoun list, but I know damn well someone's gonna try and make fun of me because of it. Do it. Do it. I'm telling you. I am your pioneer of it's. I'm gonna be the first big it's pronoun user streamer. I don't. There's probably some big streamer who already is that, but that's gonna be the legacy I shoot for. I mean, I want to be the first famous it pronoun streamer, just because fucking. They're good pronouns. I like them. It's my highest preferred pronoun. You just gotta forcefully, violently be yourself. Hey yo, new club member, new it club member. Let's go. Welcome to the it club. All right, where is? What was I doing before this? Oh yeah, I wanted that because I wanted to fucking enchant this bitch. Do I have lapis? Very little. That's fine. I've progressively gained to Xander's old pronoun list. I went from they, she at the beginning of me watching Xander, and now I'm he, they, it. Dude, I'm telling you, you're going down the path that all of us managed to take. All right. Efficiency or unbreaking? Unbreaking 2, and then efficiency. Oh, see. Hang on. I want... This. Enchanting Infuser. Recipe. Crying obsidian and amethyst shards. See, this is what I want. Because then I can put whatever the fuck I want on these things. I need crying obsidian and amethyst shards. This is why we need fucking geodes. We need to go find some geodes. Crying obsidian we can get anywhere. And then we'll need netherite to get the next level up. But this right here, this is gonna be a big win. Good lord, what is the firebrand? I need an axe, a block of iron, a fire charge, 2 blaze powder, and a blaze rod. 1.1 attack speed, 9 attack damage. See, I don't even need important weapons because I have the one that's like locked to me. Hey, look at it go. It's such an awesome bother me. Oh, thank you. I love pronouns are so fun. Pronouns have the ability to bring such happiness to people, man. And they're so simple. It's such a lovely and simple way to make people happy. It's not difficult. All right, at least for now, I guess let's just throw fucking unbreaking on this bitch. Is there anything else? Hey, okay, we got efficiency 2 and unbreaking 2. Admittedly, I'm happy with that. Efficiency 2, unbreaking 2, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. This, a good pickaxe. It's not perfect, but it's enough. It's ours. The she, her, to she, they, to they, them, to he, they, it pipeline is real. I'm telling you. It's real and it's got a chokehold on all of us bitches. Okay. We're gonna do this. And I'm gonna need some of this. Alright. Off we go. Father B, how do you decide between 2 names? Try them both out for a period of time and find out which one you like. That has been the only way I have ever found to do it. And the fun part to remember is that if you decide on a name and then like a year later you're like, never mind, you can change it because it's literally just a name. The only time it gets difficult is once you like legally change your name. Changing it again is going to be way harder. Just changing it like socially is not a difficult process. Like, if I told my friends that I was like, hey, you know, suddenly I'm going by a new name, a lot of them would be fairly quick to pick up and change that with me. Obviously, mine would be a little bit more difficult because I do kind of have my entire branding based off of my name. So if I decided to be like, man, I want to change my name, having to like completely rewrite my branding and like change the channel name and shit and like the fucking merchandise, like there's not much I can do about that. Like if I wanted to change my name at this point, I'm kind of fucking SOL. Like I'm out of luck. I'm a little fucking late on wanting to do that. But I've also been Xander for 2 or 3 years now. 3 years now? Yeah, I think it's been, oh my god, I think it's been 3 years now. That is a ridiculous amount of time. Actually, I wonder if it's been longer than that. When did I pick out the name? I do not remember when I picked out the name, admittedly. All right, we're gonna do this. So we know this is as far back as we go. There we go. Okay. Now it's just kind of eating out this area and kind of layering it out into something that we can actually work with here. I need nothing, just say Xandad. Oh, I need nothing, just saying Xandad. Oh, got it, yeah. Just saying the name, yeah. A lot of people are really attached to my name now, myself included. I really like my name, you know? Like, I chose my name for a damn reason, obviously. But I've been thinking a lot about branding, weirdly enough. Branding is such a weird, complicated, stupid idea. Like, having to be able to brand yourself to, like, create, like, a persona online and all this dumb junk, like, I don't know. I don't want to be held into a single box. There's so many things I want to do online. There's so many, like types of videos I want to make, and so many, like, types of things I want to try out, and video ideas that I have, and stream ideas that I have, and, you know, like, I'm not going to be like, yeah, this is the type of streamer I am, and the type of person I am, and this is the type of content you're always going to get. Like, I'm going to try out new things. I'm going to fucking, I don't know, there's a lot of hats out there I want to put on. I want to try everything. Fuck doing one thing for the rest of my life. That, like, if I wanted to do one thing for the rest of my life, I would have gone and gotten a fucking office job, not a fucking streaming job. Like, the point of having a creative job like this is so that I can constantly try new things. You know? I haven't named the I've been using for years that I'm not swapping, but in every queer space I use any name I want because no one knows me by my name. I'm just that one that wore a cow onesie to Pride and walked through downtown with the Protect Trans Kids sign, which is also a fantastic way to be known, admittedly. But yeah, if you meet new people, you can always give them a new name. Like, that's the wild fun part about meeting new people. I have had many names online. I'm not gonna give them all to you, but I have lived under many different names in many different spaces in friend groups and stuff. Like, I haven't always been my dead name. I haven't always been Xander. I wore a lot of different hats, you know? Different friend groups and different communities online knew me by different names because that's like part of the fun of names. They're kind of like pronouns. They don't really fucking matter. Like there is nothing like fucking holding you in place and be like, pick a fucking name, pick one and decide this is your life forever now. Like, it doesn't, what the fuck does it matter? It's a name. For a lot of people, it's a big deal, but okay. I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a hot take. We'll see what people think on this one in terms of trans hot take, right? The people who are really, really like insistent on like names matter a lot and you have to get your name changed and pick out a new name and, you know, this is my name now and it is incredibly important that you call me this name and I need to get it changed on everything and all of my documents and legally as quickly as possible, and, you know, I would never consider changing it again because this is who I am and I've always been this, it's always been my true name, are almost always the little tiny baby trans. Like, those are the newbies, like not in a way to discredit them, but in a way that this is still a fresh experience. This is like a, for lack of a better term, a fresh wound. Like, they are still exploring what it means to be trans. And for them, a huge part of the experience is defining yourself with a new name, you know? And like, that's an experience for a lot of people in the queer community is these harsh, like very strict definitions of things are usually like an experience that you have in the younger like communities, because like redefining yourself is part of that is defining yourself. The pink fluff the pink fluff Minecrafter. Jesus Christ. Hello. Welcome in, Pink Fluff Minecrafter. Happy to have you. Welcome home. Thanks for following. But anyways, yeah, part of redefining yourself is like literally in the definition, it's defining yourself. So the people who are like really insistent on like pronouns matter and you have to pick one, and names matter and you have to decide on one, and you have to decide on one right away and you have to change it and it can't be your same name, and you have to pick a sexuality and be able to tell you which one it is and which flag are you, and like these really, really, really harsh definitions of this is what it means to be trans, this is what it means to be bi, this is what it means to be gay. Like, those people are still going through the idea of having to redefine themselves, and so a lot of that comes along with defining themselves. And the longer you're in the community, the longer that you are gay or queer or trans or whatever you are, the less and less those definitions matter, as you slowly will start to realize that you don't need it. You know, you don't need those strict definitions to be what you are. You just can. Like, you don't have to be, you know, asexual and asexual, nebular, romantic with a preference for non-women who, you know, and I'm also a trans masculine demi boy with these like, you can just be like, yeah, I'm a fucking queer trans dude, you know, like, and that can be your summary. Like, you slowly start to put less and less importance on these really, really strict definitions, you know? Anyways, big fan of the QSMP, saw you and went, ooh, I love how you explain this. Well, I'm glad you like. Yeah, we were talking about the QSMP earlier. We kind of went over all of the new updates for it, all of the new information, the new people who are joined, and like the idea of comparing it to the Dream SMP and how that can be like harmful and all that stuff, and how excited all of us are for it. So I will be a very useful person for you in terms of updates. I probably will keep a very close eye on the QSMP and constantly have new updates for you guys if I get the chance. I love updating people on stuff. Admittedly, I will be a better updater for English streamers than I will for Spanish, since my Spanish is very limited. But I will do my best to also be able to update you guys on the Spanish stuff too. Because obviously that's a failing on my part. So I just have to, you know, get good. get good or fucking be a loser. And I for one will not be a loser. I will get good. God, digging this out is such a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be oh, I am building. Ugh. My brain is failing me. My brain is failing me. Because I don't want water to drip down. Is this? No, these are top slabs. Okay, thank God. I was like, wait a second, these are slabs. Okay. So I need to lay a base layer down over everything. That sucks. That's fine. What was it? Do you mind if you could explain who joined? Just names, if it's okay. Love the song. Finger guns. Thanks for the finger guns. I don't have the names of everybody who joined. I've just been talking about a couple of the different people that we know and talking about like which ones we're aware of. So my main POVs that I have been and will be watching will be Phil's in Minecraft, Wilbur Soot, Charlie Slimesicle, Luzu, which is one of the Spanish streamers, but I am working on being able to, you know, keep updated on their streams as well, or his streams as well. And I'll probably will get some updates on terms of Foolish. I don't watch Bad Boy Halo, but I'll get updates for him. And then who else have I been watching? We'll see as it goes. I'll see who I end up picking up and who I end up like adding to the roster of people that I really want to watch. But I've got really high hopes for all of this. But yeah, went from trans man, demisexual, panromantic to just queer non-woman. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like, the water will sit on here, so this will be dirt. Okay. This is gonna be such a weird way to do this. I'm gonna build this the stupidest way possible, and somebody's gonna yell at me for it later, and I just don't care. Okay. This is legitimately how I'm gonna do this. Oh shit, I didn't, hang on. I wobbled between trans man and non-binary for years, thinking I needed a label. Now I'm at the point of, well, I'm not a woman. And you know what? That's a good enough answer. That's literally the only answer you ever need to be able to give. And you don't even need to be able to say that. You don't even need to be like, well, I'm not a woman. Like, it's fine. It's fine if you think you're not a woman and then turns out like, ah, fuck, whoopsie daisies. Turns out I'm a woman. How weird. Like, literally all of it's fine. No one in the world should care, you know? Like, you're just doing you, and that's enough. Like, you never need to just have any answers stronger than that. And I feel like the sooner people realize that, the sooner they can just be comfortable in just being themselves and not worrying about what other people could possibly worry about, you know? Like, what could possibly be distressing people. Okay. Lovely. A few years back, I came out as a trans man to everyone and then detransitioned because of the backlash, and I'm now back to realizing I'm a guy. Yeah, that is a really hard thing to go through. A lot of people do end up going through detransition from due to backlash, and it can be really difficult. But I'm really glad that you're kind of being able to get into that place where you're comfortable enough to kind of re-explore that and explore your relationship with yourself, because it's really important, man. It's super, super important that you're able to do that. I have emerged to the chat. Hello, Moth. Oh, I forget that water kills me. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. Let's do this real quick. All right, there we go. All right. Ignore my song facts. Wait, you had song facts? This song is part of the inspo for my tattoo. Is it? I love this song. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I totally skipped right over that one. I read the one above and the one below you. I'm sorry. I recently came to terms with the fact that I'm not attracted to men after identifying as pan for years now. I'm just like, yeah, I'm queer. I don't owe any attraction to men. Yeah, no, you really don't. I've watched Wilbur's POV. I think it's the funniest out of all of them. I plan on watching Dan's, Phil's, Charlie if he streams, and oh yeah, and Quackity. Duh, Quackity was the other POV that I plan on staying really close into, which sounds obvious because, you know, he fucking runs the server, but still, my brain just forgore. I do forgore. Okay. We can actually start growing some shit now here. There we go. Hut. And there we go. Great start. Okay. Very clearly, we have a lot of building to do, or a lot of digging to do. Streamer hates its mods, confirmed. So confirmed. You're right. Damn, I've been caught. This is why I get canceled, actually. You found it. This is the reason. One of my friends was questioning for years and was worried she would lose our queer community if she turned out to be straight. She was wrong. We now call the emotional support straight, and she comes to every drag show. I really do hate that's a real thing, man. There is real, genuine hate for people who are straight, and that is the most insane shit that I have ever seen. Like, I mean, I'm not going to be out here being like, oh, the straight people are so oppressed, which I do not believe is true. Straight people are not being oppressed. My deepest apologies. I don't believe that one. Because that's just not the reality of what's happening. But there is like this genuine like push to be queer because straights are being pointed as the bad thing to be. Which, you know, it's because for the most part it is straight cis people. It's the cishets, like cisgendered heterosexuals or cishets who genuinely perpetuate most of the violence and hate towards the queer community. But just because you're cis and het doesn't mean you hate the queer community, but it sure as hell starts to be seen like it's painted that way. And a lot of it comes from those people who are like, man, like, hate cishet. If you're cishet, you don't belong in this community. If you're cishet, like, DNI, like, it is the most insane shit. Like, I totally understand, like, there are spaces that are specifically for women, so that women who, you know, only feel safe around other women have a space. And there should be spaces that are only for people of queer identities, so that people of queer identities can feel that they're surrounded by people who understand them. But that doesn't mean there should be entire communities that are based around hating people not inside that community. Like, motherfucker, the shots are coming from inside the house, bitch. It's not like you're just as bad as the fucking people who wish death on straight people, but like, or just as bad as like people who commit hate crimes or whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, it's not that level, but it is like you're kicking yourself in the fucking shins, man. You're just a dick. It's not a justified thing to hate all cis people because one cis person hates you, or because like most cis people are, you know, it's not even most cis people. It's that most people who attack queers are cis. Doesn't mean that you can hate most people who are cis. Like, it just, that shit don't make sense to me. I was about to say Quackity create server, and where did you learn the for gore word? I don't know. I've been saying for gore for forever. Literally saw on a DNI list straight. Yeah. I'm gonna put in my like Twitter bio or something, like, if you have a DNI list, DNI. Like, that's gonna be my rule. If you have a DNI list in any bio you have, don't fucking interact with me, because that's fucking weird. I don't know where the fuck that idea came from, but I can't stand it. DNI if you like this type of content. Like, shut up, man. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry you're trying to create your tiny little community online that nobody understands you or whatever the fuck it is. But like, there's a difference between being like, hey, if you're you know, queer, reach out to me. I'd love to make some more queer friends, and just, if you're not queer, DNI. I don't want to speak to you. You don't exist. Like, it's fucking weird, man. That's fucking weird. On our community, finally, it's understood that we don't hate all straights, but yes, we still call terrible straight people. I don't think I'm allowed to say that out loud. I'm not doing that one out loud. We'll also love our straight friends being like, yeah. No, it's just, it's odd. But you're not that kind of straight. Gives me the same shitty feeling of like, we hate all men, but, you know, not the good ones, but also we hate all men. Like, I get the hate all men vibe, like, and you should, you know, treat all men like they are a potential threat, because that is something that women have learned. It's this thing that keeps people safe. But saying, man, we hate all men really fucking sucks, man. Especially for the good ones. Like, and like, I know that's, it's a harsh feeling. And I'm never gonna tell somebody like, oh, you shouldn't say that kind of thing. Like, I'm not gonna turn someone down for it. But it's real, you know, it's like it's real hard for someone who's transitioning to be, you know, I'm trans masculine, when the energy is still, you know, we hate all men. It's real hard to kind of like, I feel like it's a lot of the reason that I came out as non-binary before I came out as anything else, and was so insistent on like, no, I'm you know, I'm non-binary, I'm they them, I'm not a guy, because I've been taught that we hate men. All of us hate men, and that we're supposed to hate men because men are evil and men are the enemy and there are no good men. Like, it's a really difficult thing to find the line in. Like, I don't know. I know a lot of women feel a lot of like power from the hate all men energy, and I'm never going to take that away from people, but it just kind of sucks being on the other end of it, if that makes sense. I have a DNI for gore accounts and such on Tumblr because I have PT. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit different. That's not a type of person, you know. It's like, you know, and I feel like that's slightly different. I love that word so fucking much, it makes me die inside. I'm so glad. I think the fact that people in queer communities hate on cishet people only isolates two communities further and causes more homophobia. It literally does. That's kind of the point. Like if you think all of this stuff is being done by queer communities to queer communities, like on accident, you're lying to yourself. All of this is handcrafted, ma'am. And it's handcrafted from outside the fucking house. It's the same reason that you saw white instigators at the Black Lives Matter parades. That they were white people who started riots so that they could paint all of the Black Lives Matter parades as violent. Yeah. There's a fucking reason, man. They turn people against each other. That's like the whole job of fucking communities like that. Whatever. What's your favorite gummy shape? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Do you mean like gummy worms versus like gummy bears kind of thing? I believe. I don't know. I've never considered that. Are there other options besides gummy bears and gummy worms? What are my other options? Do I have other options? I've had gummy sharks before, but I didn't like the taste of them, you know? Any form of gummy? I don't know. Oh, the gummy colas. I love those. The little gummy colas I think might be my favorite. That's like the only one I can think of that is like really a gummy I seek out are the gummy colas. I'm a peach rings bitch. That's valid. Oh yeah, neon lifesavers. Neon lifesavers are really, really good. I really like the neon lifesaver gummies. Should I use my hyperfixation to name myself? /J. Is it /J, friend? Is it? I wouldn't tell you no, but I you know, at your own risk. But I mean, hyperfixations can change, but also, you know, you never know. Okay, so what is this thing used for again? Vacuum cleaver? All right. Well, we could get a vacuum cleaver, a summoning pedestal, a soul crusher. Great. A mask of power. No idea what this does. Monocatalyst, glisteel block, and a frost sword. Lovely. Make a vacuum cleaner. No, not vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaver. #1 priority. Gotta keep it clean. You're so right. All right, I need. Oh, I could totally make this actually. Reese, what does it do? Is it just a knife? Because I have a glisteel ingot and I have sky gems. I could make this. You don't know what it does? All right. It takes mana though. Oh, does it? I don't think I have that. Well, are any of these things important? The vacuum cleaver or the summoning pedestal or the soul crusher, are any of these things important? Or the mask of power? Or the monocatalyst? Because like, I have glisteel ingots. I don't know exactly what they're useful for though. They're all Archon mod. So you can get into Archon if you want. I don't know how Archon works, admittedly. I'll have to look into it. Watch me call myself Character Revived Burr. Yeah, that's your full name. C exclamation point Revived Burr. That's the full name right there. I don't know how Archon works either. Lovely. A good start. Also, let me see what Linda Stone Dust is for. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, you can make weapons and shit. Refined moon shovel. I can make a moon shield. Moon pickaxe. Moon leggings. Glimmered amethyst hoe. Which does not take amethyst to make, by the way. Just thought I'd share that piece of information. I very much want the glimmered amethyst hoe. I think we need to make this. What else can we make with this? Moonstone dust blocks. We can make some armor. Glimmered amethyst sword, which does take glimmering amethyst. Oh my god. Oh, it takes an amethyst handle. Glimmered amethyst shovel, pickaxe, and then the pants. All of the outfits. Okay. Another glimmered amethyst hoe, which does take glimmering amethyst. And bluestone igniter, used to open a portal to the Everfrost dimension, which I have no idea what that is. What is the Everfrost dimension? What? So yeah, without the whole speech, DNIs were used by disabled folks and then became the fidget spinners of the internet. Started as a helpful tool and then missed and everywhere. Yeah. But that's one of those things that, like, nowadays it's not what it used to be, and therefore I'm not a huge fan of it, because it's not used in a way that is helpful for anyone. It's just used as a way to spread hate instead of what it was originally, which is sad, but it is what it is, you know? It's one of those things I just don't like. It sits weird for me. But yeah, no, joining a fandom from a gacha video is not something I have ever experienced, but hey, props to you if that's your experience. I need more dirt. There we go. I think that's why I came down here, was the dirt. All right, up we go. Okay. Yeah, because I need to finish this little patch. Then I can... we can put these away. I'll just work with this. This and this. And I think we can refill them both from here. Okay, cool. 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 Throw these down. And we are already growing. Let's go. This is already more progress than we had been making outside. Lovely. Fantastic. Oh yeah, Cat Jams. Let's go. I'm glad we're enjoying the song. Second best Lovejoy song for real? What's the number one? Now I've got to ask. What is the number one best Lovejoy song? I've got to know. This is important information. Oh, well. Boop, 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 boop. I love when chat just enjoys itself. I actually think, because if I place one... It's actually more beneficial... Uh-oh. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. I spilled. It's okay. It's fine. We're fine. It's more useful if I... This is fine. It's more... I actually can plant more if I go all the way to the wall, I've realized. Model buses all the way. That's the best one. Yeah, It's So Futile, It's So Pointless is my favorite personally. But everybody has opinions, you know? You're all entitled to your wrong opinion. I'm kidding. The fall, It's So Futile, It's So Pointless, and then anything else. All right, okay. A harsh opinion, but an opinion nonetheless. I respect opinion, but I love One Day. One Day's a good one. Admittedly, I loved One Day used to be one of my favorites, but it's wild because even though it used to be one of like my absolute favorites, now it's genuinely so mid. Like at least for me, it like compared to everything else that he's made, like it's wild. Okay. I think it's here that we need to place the water. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. All right, this will be our little wheat farm up here then. This is my plan. And I need more dirt. Okay, well. It's not an opinion if I'm just right. All right, okay, well, now let's not take it there now. Hey, now, hang on a second. God, I hate that I can't quite get up here without hurting myself, but all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. I somehow feel like this is too big. I feel like I'm doing this wrong somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess not. Okay. And this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the extent that we can go to. This is Okay. Although technically we could go all the way to the edge because there is water over there that it isn't 4 blocks away from, I think. Right? Yeah, because there's gonna be water right here. So technically we could go all the way to this edge, which I think we'll do just for this one. God damn it, I need more fucking dirt? How much dirt does a man need? How much goddamn dirt? Anyways, it's fine. Wheat seeds. Can we go this way? Alright. I feel like we're actually making progress up here. Look at this. So what are you building? Okay, so let's see if I can explain this in a way that works. So this is my first like large single player survival world that I've ever kind of worked on. I've done like single player worlds before, but this one I started at the beginning of this year, very late January, or very late December, like beginning of January. And I wanted to see just how much I could do on a giant survival world by myself. It's not a hardcore world or anything, so it's not as impressive, but just to see what kind of survival builds I could make. So we started making lore for the world. Since it's an origin server, I thought it'd be cool. Well, I didn't think of the idea. Reese gave me the idea to keep me interested to add some lore, which was a really cool idea. So we've been working on doing that. So since this is an origin world, my origin is Lost Draconian. So I'm essentially the soul of like a lost dragon, like a non-physical soul of a dead dragon kind of thing. So the lore of this world is that this world used to be populated by dragons. And it was, you know, like that was like what the world was kind of overrun with until the dragons were meant to be hunted down. And the war god or the blood god hunted down all of the dragons, with myself being the final one. And we are currently building into a giant mountain range that we're actually going to convert into a giant dragon skeleton, which is actually my own skeleton. I will be living inside of my own skeleton, as I am now just this like fragile soul of myself. And I don't know that this is my skeleton yet, at least in the little lore of this that we've kind of decided on. I'm not even aware that this is my skeleton. I think it's a skeleton of maybe one of my ancestors. I don't know how or when there'll be a realization, since I'm kind of like third personing the lore over here. But it's just like an interesting little idea. I've been super, it's just been such a fun little thing to kind of make up. So this is just my giant inside of a mountain house. And this giant mountain range is going to be the dragon. So this here is the head up at the top. This is going to be the spine and rib cage up to the tail tip here. And then this back here is the wings. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little idea. I'm quite excited about the idea. But that's the dorky little lore that we're working with at the moment. There we go. They found a gimbal. Oh boy. Yeah, please don't expose your family or your ages. I didn't quite see what happened out there, but if Reese is having to warn y'all, please be careful. Hit. Water. 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 I also have been working on the animatic again. Not animatic. Jesus, what am I saying? The fan fiction again. For any of you who are the fan fiction readers. I apologize. I feel like I need to apologize for a lot of things, and I'm just gonna be quiet about them instead because I apologize too often. But maybe I won't apologize. Maybe I'll just explain really quickly. So I'm not apologizing. Fuck you. But all of my content is gonna be really slow coming out right now because I am working through some stuff. And in the process of working through some stuff, it's kind of taken away all of my energy to just, you know, be a person and do things. And so I have decidedly not been a person and have decidedly not been doing things. I have failed to do any of the stuff that I'm supposed to do daily or weekly at all. I'm so deeply behind on every project I'm working on just because I can't convince myself to work. So things will still keep coming out, but there's a little bit of a delay on some stuff. My apologies. What do you write it on? Yeah, AO3. Account name same as the Twitch. I write on yeah, almost Xander on AO3. Somebody, one of the mods somewhere out there probably has a link. I should make a command for it, but I just haven't. Otherwise, you can always just go look it up. It's called Invincible Like I've Never Been, and it is a SBI found family, very hurt angst leading into less hurt, less angst. But it is a very fun little time that I've been working on. Quite enjoyable personally. But yeah, that's the best summary of it. I've been having, like, admittedly way too much fun working on it. Because I've actually never written an SBI or Dream SMP related fanfiction at all ever before. So this is like my first like Dream SMP related-ish fanfic. It's not even slightly canon compliant. Like there's nothing even related to canon in it. But it is really fun, admittedly. So lots of immortal stuff, and you know, it's technically a soulmate AU, I guess, but I'm not saying sorry, fuck you, ends explanation with god damn it. I did say my apologies. Fuck. Somebody needs to like beat that out of me. There's gotta be, I have like a disease that just forces me to apologize every time I speak. Fucking hell, man. Somebody needs to just forcefully beat the apologies out of me, because this is just insufferable. This is insufferable. I'm suffering. God damn it. All right, let's plant my fucking wheat. Ugh. This is gonna be way more wheat than really necessary, admittedly, at this point. Having this garden and also having a garden outside is gonna be way more than necessary, but as much as having an outside garden looks nice, this is probably just, this is more realistic, because things are actually gonna grow and shit. We'll keep outside dedicated to like potatoes and shit. I'll beat you? God, Emily, thank you so much for volunteering. I cannot wait. Speaking of which, when did your brother schedule the trip to? When do I get to see you? When are you gonna beat me into an insurmountable pulp? Because I've been looking forward for this for years. I'm begging you. Please fight me. I feel like this has become part of my personality now. I can't let the bit die. This is part of who I am. This is gonna become part of the branding. Alright guys, next almost Xander merch drop is gonna be please fight me. 31st? Oh, are you coming on 31st? Sweet! Excitement. Okay. Plant the wheat! Wait. Why is it in like a circle? Why can I not plant on those two far edges? What the hell? 1, 2, 3. This is 4 diagonally. Why can't? Is it just not bright enough? It literally just wasn't bright enough. Okay, never mind. I'm just stupid. All right. This is gonna be way more wheat than it needs to be. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much I'm planting. I always make these gardens bigger than necessary. Also, tell me why all of us used to make our gardens in those like rows of like 1 row of water, 1 row of plants, 1 row of water, 1 row of plants, when all you need is 1 piece of water and you can plant like way more than 64. We can't kiss and then beat you up. That's the wrong order. No, it's lovers to enemies to lovers. We have to make a like a redemption arc. It can be lovers, enemies, lovers. That's got to be the way it goes. Everybody will go crazy for it. I'm sure of it. Everybody loves a weird story where they become lovers and then enemies and then lovers again, inexplicably, with no downtime in between and absolutely no character development that would make it reasonable for there to be a lover's redemption. It's more just like a little bit of a Stockholm syndrome vibe. You feel me? Everybody loves a Stockholm syndrome love story. I may be salty about some things here. Lovers to enemies to friends to lovers. That's just abuse. I'm so okay. Listen, I'm salty because I have a favorite book series and I just watched this like 1.5 hour long video analysis on how it's like the worst of the YA like what do you call them? Like fantasy love stories where they're like mythical creatures, like the werewolves or vampires or fallen angels, like that like YA genre of like falling in love with like mythical creatures. It's like the worst book of those because the main character or the main love interest is just creepy and doesn't like ever show any good signs of being a good person whatsoever and deliberately calls the main girl like names that she doesn't like being called and doesn't respect her privacy and outright stalks her and disobeys her boundaries several times and puts her in mortal danger repeatedly over and over again, almost just as a proof that he could constantly protect her even when putting her directly in the face of danger. And like, listen, I get it. The more I say it out loud, the worse it sounds. But it's a fun book series, and I really liked it growing up. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get like... This is what I'm gonna be canceled for. Oh, is the biggest piece of lore here? Is it happening? Oh, it ended. There are 2 Quackies? Oh, we already knew that. That was announced earlier today. Yeah, he's got 2 characters. Spanish Quackity and English Quackity, which will be... shown by exclamation point ESP and exclamation point ENG Quackity. So those are the 2 characters that'll be there. So, little interesting thing. Drop the series. Yeah, El Quackity. Yeah, Quackity and El Quackity. Yeah. Oh, Emily, are you saying drop the series? The one I'm talking about that everyone says is fucking horrid. And Quackity... Alright, cool. The one that I'm talking about is Hush Hush. The Hush Hush series, which is a, supernatural love story, with Patch, a fallen angel. Is it kind of cringe? Yeah. Fuck you. I don't care. I really liked it. I loved the Hush Hush series. I'm also totally aware that it's an unhealthy like love story, like that's not realistic and it's not it's something to strive for. But also, neither is fucking Fallen Angels. And also, okay, maybe as an adult, maybe I could go back and reread it with a more critical eye, and maybe it is complete shit. I don't know, man. I really enjoyed the Hush Hush series personally. Okay? Like, I was a huge fan of the series myself. So, if it's shit, it's shit. But, like, I don't know. Let me see if I can, like... Oh, this is way too high up. Okay, well, I was just curious if I could, like, dig into this. Oh, well, just gonna, whoopsies. All right, cool. And it's actually a 4-part series also, that the one I'm talking about. Hush Hush is actually a part of a 4-part series, which is Hush Hush Silence Crescendo Finale, which admittedly a weird like order to go in terms of naming. And she also had a bunch of comments on like it's boring and it's uninteresting and it's anticlimactic and it's, you know, it's bad writing. And fucking maybe it is. I don't know. I read it as a fucking teenager and I adored every single second of it. I remember being absolutely enraptured by it. I remember like the fucking the like I don't know. I remember absolutely being like I used to draw the main love interest Patch. Like I started writing Fallen Angel stories around the same time. Like it's just, I don't know, man. Maybe it is bad. Maybe fuck it. Maybe I'll do a video series on this. Maybe I'll go back and reread the series that I loved as a kid and desperately try to defend it. You know? And maybe it will end up being shit and I'll be trying to defend something that's horrible. But I think that could be a fun little thing. We could do a little story analysis. I could do like a YouTube video or a Twitch video or something of just me like trying to defend the book. I know it wasn't a great book, I guess. Well, see, I don't want to say that. I feel like I'm giving into something. That's not even, I don't personally believe that. I don't remember it being a bad book. I can see how maybe some people didn't like it. And I can, you know, you're allowed to have your fucking opinions or whatever. I'm not gonna fucking take your rights to having opinions. But like, to be said that it's the worst supernatural love story that was written, I firmly believe that that is absolute crap. That is complete bullshit. Dude, have you heard techno say shit? It's like hearing Puss in Boots saying hell. Like, huh? I mean, it's like saying the word, like him swearing. Yes, I have heard the clips of techno swearing. It is a little bit weird, but yeah, I mean, it's like Captain Sparkle's swearing. People swear. What did I need? Why is the lore music playing? Get it out of here. Okay. What else did I need for up there? I need, oh yeah, I'm making more of this, so I can make more of this. And then baobab logs. Do I have baobab logs? I've got pine. Stripped pine. Where are the rest of my baobab logs? There we go. Baobab. Yeah, it was like, whoop, jump scare. It's like when Stampy swore. There's like such a strange like emotion people attach to like finding out that their childhood content creators like swear. It's like, yeah, man, they're fucking they're fully grown adults. They definitely swear. It's just so funny to me. I can see how it's probably, oh god damn it, it's probably jarring, but it's just wild how intensely people react to being like, oh, you swore. It's like, well, yeah, man, he fucking swore. Like, I don't know. Reese, you're a huge Captain Sparkles person. Did you have like a reaction when Captain swears? Like, is that like a big like whoa moment for you, or is it just like was it just kind of like, oh well, yeah, of course he does kind of moment? I'm curious. Curiosity. Beep. Beep. We'll go boop, like that. That's how we'll do it. I actually kind of like this design. This is kind of cute. This place isn't, it's not perfect, but I definitely feel like we're getting somewhere here. Okay. Break that one and this one. Okay. Well, that's gone forever. And dirt. Hut. Boop. Cool. Okay. All right. Now we can cap this off. And of course, we don't actually have enough because I hate myself. Fine. And the stupidest thing is that I swear some would say I swear like a fucking sailor. Yeah, TBH, I don't really care since I grew up on Jacket Market. I'm literally Aussie. I just find it funny. Yeah, I feel like that's how most people are. Like, they don't actually like care. It's not like, oh my god, how dare he swear? My damn childhood is being fucking ruined. How goddamn dare you, you son of a motherfucking bit. Like, most people do not give a shit, you know. But I do see how it can be like a like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, if you've always seen something be one way. But swearing is never something that I've been like, whoa, this content creator swore and they never swear. Like, I've never had that. Maybe it's because I didn't really watch a lot of like non-swear streamers. Has Bad sworn yet? Weird question. I don't know. I don't mean yet as in like we gotta make him, but more just like, has Bad ever been caught swearing? Caught is a weird word again, but you know what I mean. I think I need to go maybe up another layer. We're cat jamming again. All right, based. Okay, I'm gonna go up like 1 or 2 more layers, I think. Maybe 2. Because then we can do a ceiling. Let's go up 2. I'm gonna spend the majority of this build just fucking digging. It's gonna be absolutely just the worst experience. But the more of this, the more sugarcane and wheat I get, the more fucking cows I can get, and the more fucking books I can get, and then I can finish actually making an enchantment table. Which is honestly the majority of what a lot of this work is for, is just to get a fucking enchantment table. But now we have an indoor garden, and I guess that's a thing I have. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is this bright enough? We're definitely gonna need more lights in here. This is still too dark. We'll have to do like the lights around the edges kind of thing that we did with the trees. Off topic, but you genuinely not know how to say baobab? And do you want to know how, or are you just being silly if you're streaming? If it's baobab, then I have no idea. If it's not baobab, I have no fucking idea how to say that word. Bobab? Bobab? Bobab. Bobbit. Bobbing these fucking nuts, loser. Shut up. Dude, I am not a comedian. I'm the only jokes I know how to make are fucking dick jokes. Anything outside of that, too advanced for my humor. Baobab? Baobab? Is that how am I saying it correctly? It's a baobab? Interesting. So it's not bobbing these nuts. Are you sure? I'll accept it. No, unfortunately not. Lame. Honestly, an L. I think it'd be better that way. Ugh. Okay. Do you guys get sick of this? Sometimes I wonder if I should do some of this stuff off stream, and yet I don't ever, because I feel like if I'm gonna be on here and playing, I want to play like for you guys. But like, I don't know. I guess I watch Phil's Minecraft play on his fucking hardcore world, and this is all he does for hours at a time. Sometimes is just break blocks, place blocks, break block, place block. But I feel like I don't have. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here. I've got to have something to keep you guys entertained. But I don't want to become one of those streamers that's like, yeah, I'm doing this on stream, and also, here's a separate game for you guys to play. I've got words on stream for you guys to be playing while I'm playing on Minecraft to keep you guys entertained and busy. But I feel like I've got to add something to like keep people like entertained. My retention rate, please, my retention rate, it's dropping. I can feel it. People are gonna leave the stream. I'm not being silly goofy enough. Oh god, my viewer retention. Oh god. It's fun. Chill and cozy. Same vibes as winter for some reason. Oh, I give off winter vibes. My social life was just standing there. Meanwhile, TNTM. Hey there, guys. Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and today we are not going to press the button. Like, fuck, was I a non-social kid? I don't think I was a very social kid, admittedly. I mean, I wasn't an anti-social kid. Like, I definitely, like, I had friends. I went out and tried to make friends and all that stuff, but I was never quite good at it, if that makes sense. Like, I've never been great at making friends. I've been way more, I've had way more luck making friends here online, but even then, I'm real shit at keeping them. Like I'm really bad at friend upkeep because I'm not exactly sure like what is expected to upkeep friends, and so I often end up doing the wrong thing or don't do enough or do too much. I'm still kind of figuring out the middle ground. Dad, can you give me something to use as a Minecraft world seed? Can you use a word or do you have to use numbers? Like, does a world seed need to be like a code of numbers, or is it like, can I give you anything? And also, what are my limitations? How long of a thing? It can be either. Fucking final fry. The final fry, like FRY, like a French fry. The final fry. That's your code. Final fry. Late night Xander Minecraft and art streams give winter vibes, but specifically in a cabin where you can cozy up in blankets and drink some coffee. Y'all, I've done that. I took a trip once with my friends to the Smoky Mountains. And we legitimately rented a cabin on the top of the fucking mountains, like the top of the mountains. Like we drove up the mountain and the cabin was up there. And when we we got there, you could look out the window. You could like look out the window of like my bedroom that I was staying in, and you just look out across the tops of the mountains. Like you could see clouds and stuff. Like the sun rose over the mountain range. It was absolutely one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. We had like saved up forever to be able to afford the trip together. It was legitimately so cool. And we did it in like, it was like really cold outside. Like it wasn't really cold. It was definitely, especially like when the sun went down, it was really, really cold, but it wasn't like middle of winter. Like everything wasn't iced over, but it was like starting to edge into winter. There were snowstorms the whole drive up. So there was snow on the ground and ice on the ground, but everything wasn't like frozen solid. I'd say it was like teens, 20s, maybe 30s during the day. Like it was pretty cold. But there was a hot tub there. And so we would like since the hot tub was running even in the winter, it was outside though. So we would like keep all of our like clothes and our blankets and stuff and our towels right by the sliding glass door. And then in just our swimsuits, we would like run outside and like sprint to the hot tub as carefully as we could, like barefoot on this like frozen fucking wooden deck. And we'd sprint over to the hot tub and we'd get in as fast as we could. And we'd sink down to our chins and just sit there with like just our faces above the water. And I remember like if whatever hair was sticking out of the water would like get like frosted over, you get like frost on like your eyelashes or whatever. It was fucking ice cold, but it was so nice sitting in the hot tub. And like during the day, like if the sun hadn't set yet, it was way nicer. Like you could sit with your shoulders out of the hot tub and it wasn't like painful unless it was windy. But God, it was so gorgeous. Definitely a trip I would like to repeat, but I just don't have the money or the resources or like a friend group who would be willing or able to do that at the moment. We tried to plan a group trip like that with my current group, and we just can't quite get the logistics of it down. A good chunk of that being me not being able to afford things that is almost entirely my fault. But just in general, like it's you know, trying to get that like that kind of thing planned out isn't super simple between a bunch of people. You gotta like save up for it. But we were looking at cabins and everything, trying to get it figured out. So I'm definitely confident like there'll be a day that we actually can. We'd actually just got to get there. All right, there we go. We've almost got our full garden set up in here. This is gorgeous. I love this. This is actually like coming out nicely. Yes. All right, this is good progress. I'm liking this. We're gonna go get some stone. Ooh, I fell. All right, why don't we work on this room down here now? We can finish working on the walls here. What time is it? Oh God, wait. What is today? Is today Thursday? Hang on, what day is it? Oh, fuck, it's Thursday. Xander, do you like late night streams? Like being the one streaming? I do. Do I hear Cora's husband? You sure do, Zero Yamashi. But yeah, these aren't super late night. I used to do way later sometimes. Like I used to catch myself being live until like 1 in the morning. But nights like tonight where, you know, I have time to stream, but I work in the morning. So like my alarm goes off at 6 in the morning. So if I'm live until midnight, I end stream, I'll go over analytics sometimes. Sometimes I just don't care anymore. I don't look at my analytics. I don't give a fuck anymore. I will have to clean up stream, clean up my coffee, turn off my lights, close down all my applications or whatever, which only takes a couple of minutes. Check out whoever I rated, say hi to them, hang out for a little bit, and then undo everything for stream, like pull down all my stuff. Not, you don't have to like pull down my stuff, but like it's just like a little bit of like a de-stress time, like shutting everything down and kind of like going over how the day went, closing down all my games and stuff. Which is just like I spend like 5 or 10 minutes just kind of like unstreaming, and then going and getting food, getting water, using the bathroom, brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, getting ready for bed, changing my like pajamas that I sleep in, like whatever I have to do. So like if I'm ending stream at midnight, I'm probably not actually laying down to go to bed until 1 a.m. and then my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. so I'm getting what, 5 hours of sleep. So I just can't do those super late streams anymore, as much as I really do like them. Just because I was like falling asleep at work. Not actually, but like verging on. So it's one of those things that I kind of have to do my best. I love your hair, by the way. Thank you. It's like, it's getting really obnoxiously long. Also, enjoy it as it is right now. We are coming up on a change. Not this Monday, but next Monday. My friend is going to get some hair updating for me. Does streaming take away from your social battery? A little bit. I mean, a little bit. I don't know if I would quite define it as my social battery, maybe. Because, like, it's not like I'm interacting with people. But I have found that to a certain extent, it is kind of like masking. Like, there's a level of, like, masking and, like, performance that goes on to streaming. And anybody who has been here for those long, long subathons knows exactly what I mean, because there's a certain point when I get really tired that mask kind of slips, and, you know, I space out a lot more often, and I do a lot more stimming or ticking or whatever I do. And there's a little bit of like a change in demeanor. Like I'm a little bit different if I've been streaming for 36 hours or if I've been awake for 24 hours, or, you know, like my energy levels are a little bit different and the mask kind of comes off. So like, you know, it is a little bit draining streaming. But it's not like it's like, I would never complain about it like, man, this is such a hard job. Like, that's not what makes this job hard. I mean, there are things that do make this job a little bit more difficult than people expect it to be. There is just a lot of work that goes into streaming, but it's not like it's not a difficult job. I mean, in all honesty, the only thing that streaming ever really puts a strain on is my joints, because of the way that I tend to sit, and my voice. And that's legitimately it. Like, it's like, this is not a physically demanding job. I legitimately am sitting and playing a video game and talking. Like, you know, like it takes a lot of mental energy, but it doesn't take any physical energy. The point on your birthday subathon, we just start outright roasting chat. I'll do that anytime. I don't even need to be tired for that. I'll roast all you bitches just for fun. I do it out of love. I do it out of appreciation. I'm gonna cancel all of my chat just for fun. You should have been there for fucking any of the periods of time where I'm psychoanalyzing my chat. You have been there. You know damn well what I mean. Any of those times I just psychoanalyze chat and just break you down and tell you what all of your traumas and problems are just for fun. It's an unhealthy thing, and it's something I need to stop doing, admittedly, but I kind of built a little bit of a community out of it because I think it's funny. But I need to stop therapizing the people that I know. It's an unhealthy habit that I have realized most people I know don't fucking like. So I need to fucking stop. I need to get a hold of myself, man. There we go. Look how much nicer these walls look when they're actually fucking walls. And obviously once there's chests there, it doesn't really matter. But it's still nice to, like, you know, all the times you've psychoanalyzed me. I know. I'm so sorry. I admit. I don't care about psychoanalyzing. I just want to call people stupid. You know what? Based take, admittedly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I need to stop psychoanalyzing people. That's like a genuine thing. That is a genuine comment on my own personality. I need to quit it desperately. The reason I need to stop doing it is that I do it unintentionally. That's the issue. That I you know how, like, okay, y'all with the neurodivergencies will know what I mean. You know how all of our brains automatically categorize shit? That's like one of the hallmarks of like the autism or ADHD. I don't know which one it is, admittedly, but like that there's just like this automatic categorization that your brain does. Everything gets sorted into these nice little categories, nice little neat little rows, and everything is connected to something because that's how we learn. That's how all people learn, but people with like neurodivergencies tend to do it to a bit more of an extreme. But like everybody learns by making connections. Like that's like literally how the human brain functions. It functions based off of the ability to draw connections to things that we already know. There's a psychology term for it, and admittedly I don't remember what it is right now, and I don't care to try to remember. There's a fucking term. God, I can't remember what the fuck it is. There's a term for the fact that like everything that we know in our brain is sorted into these little like folders, right? And there's schemas. Thank you. Oh God, you're brilliant. Schemas. Everything in our brain is sorted into schemas and, or, you know, these tiny little folders in our brain, right? And the folders in our brain are how we learn new things. You know, if you understand the schema for something, like you oh yeah, I can't do that. It's fine. If you understand the schema for something, like when you're like, say if your brain understands how like how to say, like your brain understands how like a certain interaction works, right? You understand that, you know, if you get farther away from something, it looks smaller. That's a really stupid example. I can't think of anything normal right now, but like the further away from something you move, the smaller something gets, right? That's an understanding that you have. Then when your brain takes in a new experience, something that you've never experienced before, of like, you know, something like massive that's like, you know, a certain distance away, and you learn the distance for it and you learn the size of it, your brain is able to like sort this new information based off of the schema. Or maybe you'll learn that, you know, when you're moving fast, the things further away from you move slower than things close to you, and that kind of fits into the same idea of, you know, distance and relativity and all of those things of size. And so your brain will sort it into the same schema because you're learning information that is connected to prior information you had already gained, and thus it's easier to gain and retain that knowledge, right? So like that's what all of this is. It's you know, it's just the extreme version of that. But it turns out human beings really don't like being categorized. For example, with birds, the brain has a schema for them and usually being able to fly, being small and that sort of thing. And then you find out about penguins, and obviously they can't fly, so the schema then evolves to accommodate it. Exactly. Xander, do you follow MCC? Yeah, I do. Huge fan of MCC. I actually missed this last one, sadly, because I was at my little sister's musical. But on the average, yes, I am a huge MCC enjoyer myself. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this wall. I might have to do something different with this one. Hello, 3 hours late. Hello, Gideon. How are you? I have no idea. I would try to catch you up on what we've been talking about and what's going on, but admittedly, I have no fucking clue anymore today. I could not tell you what a single thing has been about today. Like you, I'm also going to follow Philza closely on the QSMP. All right, based. Not me once more debating whether I'm fully human because I like being categorized. See, and I also do. It's not a human thing. It's an autism thing. I love being categorized. I put myself in as many categories as possible. I swear every stream Sanders psychoanalysis someone in chat. Yes, okay, anyways, getting back to that, the point is that because my brain does it automatically, I sometimes forget to not do it. That's why I need to stop just letting myself do it for fun, because it's if you just start psychoanalyzing people in the real world, people don't fucking like it. If someone says something and you're like, oh, did you know that that's a trait of this? I have found that I do that online, but if you do that shit in person, someone's gonna fucking punch you. You can't just be like, I see the way that you're not letting your foods touch. Did you know that's a trait of autism? You can't do that in the real world. That shit's weird. You can't just fucking, you can't just start diagnosing people with autism for fun. It's not, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop, man. I need to quit it. I think Philza takes things very slow and makes it more enjoyable and gives the viewer time to process content better. The fast-paced ones tend to fade away in some way. Cough, cough, Tommy in it, question mark? Yeah, I think streamers who are used to sticking with worlds long-term will be able to stick with the servers more long-term. Oh my god, this room already looks so much better. Reese keeps telling me that I have a wolf in me. It's autism. Xander doesn't like queer labels, yet makes an entire TikTok series for the 9 Enneagrams. Okay, I've got nothing against queer labels. I love queer labels. That's why I have 17 labels. It's not about the liking them or not liking them. It's absolutely everything about the importance of them. I love labels. I have a label for everything in my life. That's why I'm able to list off the 17 micro labels I have. Are they important though? No, I just like having them because categories are fun. But, you know, if somebody's like, well, actually, you're not nebula romantic because that specific thing is actually defined this way. And actually, you're also not pan romantic because you have a changing, whatever, like you have a preference, and sometimes that preference changes, which means you're not actually pan, which means you can't identify as that because that's disqualifying to people who are actually pan. So you're actually probably just like bisexual and or like inclusive or whatever, or you could label yourself as poly. But like, if you have a preference, you're not allowed to be pan. Suck my dick. There are no hard, fast rules. You know what I'm gonna get canceled for on Twitter? I'm gonna say a hot take. I should not be allowed to stream. One of these days I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyways, my hot take that I'm gonna get canceled on for Twitter is that he, him lesbians are 100% valid. 100%. Absolutely valid. And I don't see any reason why a he, him lesbian would be invalid. And that is my personal hot take that I will absolutely get canceled for. I'm sorry. I'm just speaking the damn truth, y'all. Anyways, thought I'd just stop to admire how nice this room looks, except for fucking that. I have to find a way to fix that, otherwise it's gonna drive me insane. But otherwise, this room looks really nice so far. Let me take these fucking glasses off so I stop gaining vision. No one here says that he, him, lesbians are invalid. I'm telling you that that's like one of the things that I cannot understand the arguments for. And I've talked to people about it several times before and like had like conversations where it's like, yeah, okay, I can see. Oh, it is raining. Okay, I can't tell. Like, I can see why people would have the opinion. I still don't agree with it. I can see where it comes from. I know it comes from a place of, you know, of well-intention. I still think it's bullshit. Hey, boop. Okay, but my gender and sexuality have been interacting in such a weird way because I'm a boy, but like girls equal gay. Yeah, because gender doesn't mean fucking anything. Gender is fucking wild. Gender means nothing, and I've given up on trying to make it mean anything. Oot. Isn't lesbian just non-man loving non-man and pronouns don't equal gender? I mean, that's a pretty great summary for it, yeah. But yeah, I believe that if you are of any version of trans-masculine in any way and identify as he, him, and still want to identify as a lesbian, fucking I will not be the person to stop you. Full support there. A lot of people, god damn it. A lot of people don't, god damn it. A lot of people don't like it specifically for the reason that they feel that it invalidates lesbians as they're meant to be. It's meant to be a women's space, and also identify as transmasculines because they're identifying as a non-man. But like, I don't know. You've talked to me about trans men, lesbians, but I don't care about debating that anymore. I just don't care enough anymore. I mean, there's no debate that has to be had. Like, you know, I'm not itching to debate anybody about it. It's just like a opinion I have, or a take I have, and like people have an opposite take, and I disagree with it. But that doesn't mean I'm like here to fight. You know, like I'm just gonna speak in support of them or him or them, the community, whatever. And if people disagree, then they can disagree. But like it is like, I don't know. My take is my take. I have so much fucking cobblestone. I honestly do not care for discourse. If they're not hurting people, I don't care. That's also my opinion. Yeah, that's a really great way to sum it up. If you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, I couldn't care less what the fuck you do. Absolutely could not care at all. And I think mine actually stretches to a point that maybe shouldn't. Like, I might go a little bit too far with it sometimes. Of like, I really mean it when I say, like, if you're not hurting anybody, I do not care what the fuck you identify as. Not at all. I fucking do whatever, man. Go wild. Like, I cannot imagine that there is possibly anything that you're identifying as that's really causing damage to a community. I don't fucking care. The only thing I ever drew the line on was the fucking concept of super straight. Which, admittedly, at this point, I don't even remember what the fuck super straight was supposed to be. I just remember it being fucking stupid. Oh yeah, I needed a fucking... Do I have any more slabs of these? Yeah. God, I need to make it so that I can teleport up here without it hurting. Boop. There we go. That's what I needed. Like, motherfucker, I have enough shit going on. I do not care about whether or not someone using a certain type of pronoun is valid. Dead ass. The neo-pronoun argument is so childish. It's so goofy. Like, I desperately cannot understand where someone gets the dislike for a neo-pronoun. It's one of those things that just baffles me. Especially, and this is so specific, especially people who are fucking trans and don't like the neo-pronouns or like hate them. I highly recommend, if you guys have not seen a YouTuber by the name of ContraPoints, look up ContraPoints. I think it's like gender critical is what the video is called. She is a trans woman YouTuber. She makes amazing video essays. I mean, some of the best I've ever seen. I have watched all of her videos at length. They are absolutely stunning, high quality production with amazing insight. And in the gender critical one, I believe, that is the one where she goes in depth as two versions of herself, a transsexual woman who believes that to be a trans woman, you must have the surgeries, you must have the estrogen, you must change your name, you must transition from being fully man to fully woman, and there is no in between. And also debating against herself as what she refers to as a genderqueer gender fuck. That is just a non-binary they them living their best life with a glitter beard, and like arguing for the opposite side of gender is whatever the fuck you want it to be, and seeing her debate with herself and then like question herself, and then she's a reporter as well and asking those questions, Tiffany Tumbles, and then she's also the best friend who like identifies that she's like having these emotions against herself. And like, dude, maybe I'll do a reaction video. I might do a reaction video to her video sometime, because it is genuinely one of the best long form content videos I've seen in like a long time, and really like it hits on some of the best points of every piece of the communication. I think it's genuinely brilliant. Like, huge fan. No Mike Voltra, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome home, mate. I hope you're doing well. How's your day going? Feel free to tell me what your idea of a genderqueer genderfuck is. How do you feel about glitter beards? I'm just talking out of my ass 99 times out of 10. All right, we have one more book. Man, we are really just winning out here. Oh, we have paper. Lovely. Okay, cool. Little bit of some progress here. That's incorrect. How do I make book? How is that? Wait, didn't I just make books? Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. I think I went crazy for like just a second. What the hell? Hi. The fact that queer people often hate on other queer people is really so stupid. Like, guys, the shots are coming from inside the house. Genuinely. Genuinely. ContraPoints is awesome. Strawberry, I'm so fucking glad you agree. Don't really mind queer people. So glad, because you are in a chat absolutely fucking full of them. So, hope you're comfy. Related to stream idea from a while ago, question mark? Oh, like doing like more reaction channel stuff. I'm still not sure about it. I would love to try to do more reaction content, but I still feel uncomfortable doing it because I still feel like it's okay. Listen, I have a very self-critical view on this because I love watching reaction content. I love it. I love reaction content. I enjoy it so much. Like, some of my favorite Sneak Snag streams are him just doing reactions to shit. Hello. But I feel like when it's me, that it's lazy content and that I should be doing better. So like, I don't know, man. I've got some fucking self-doubt going on here that like it's lazy streaming or whatever. Also, fun fact, I'm non-binary and arrow is. Hey, yo, let's go. Using all pronouns? All right, sweet. Okay, all pronouns it is, mate. I meant, may I ask something off topic related to stream idea from a while ago? Oh, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Pop off. Feel free. Arrow. Oh, yeah. Did we ever decide what we were gonna... We said amethyst for the ceilings. Did we ever decide what we're gonna do for the floors? Because I'm thinking... I've got moss. I might try to do like a little garden-y area down there. Like we can do some like moss, and then like we have how the fuck, I think I have moss, right? If not, I'm gonna go get some moss. I have overgrown stone. But I was thinking we can do some like of the stone bricks and then some like moss and shit. People trying to misgender me, meanwhile, laughs in all pronouns. Felt. Good luck, you can't misgender me. I own all of them. I am above your comprehension. I am a god among men. Did we ever get around to doing a Google Forms submission stream? I remember we were discussing about doing dream submissions or snippets of writing. We did dream submissions a long time ago, and I don't think I'll do them again. No hate on the dream submissions, but it was a weird thing to do on stream, and it wasn't quite as much fun as I imagined. So I think we kind of moved on from it. As I've said a few times, Father B, your streams is you reacting to chat and going from there. Reacting isn't lazy streaming. It is the foundation of streaming. That is entirely true. That's true. Reacting to, yeah, I guess, but like, I feel like me reading chat and interacting and me like, you know, playing a game and interacting with what's happening there is more interactive than like watching a video with you guys and reacting, especially when like, I don't know how much I'll be able to add. It's just kind of like reactionary content. I don't know. We'll consider it. I'll take like a vote on Discord, which is the stream site I use. Wow, I had to really think about that. We'll take like a little vote and see if people want that, because we can have that work. Okay. Yeah, wait, do we not have moss? I've realized. Let's put this away. We can go feed our cows really quickly. But yeah, I've just realized I don't think we have moss, but I wanted to do like kind of like a mossy thing. Where would I get, I don't remember what biome I get fucking moss from. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. What? Alright, bedtime. Where do we get moss? Or can I make moss? I can make moss somehow. How do I make moss? Wait, do I have to find it from one of those big ravines? Is that like the place I'm gonna have to go for it? I've just realized. Oh yeah, or swamp. Watching a video with us is you interacting with us. It's like taking a friend to the movies. True. That does make a little bit of sense. Okay, let's go feed the cows real quick. Hoot hoot. I also feel like I need to start doing some new stuff on streaming. That's just like a thought I've had. but I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I know I have a lot more like stuff I want to do for YouTube videos, but I feel like there's got to be some new stuff for streaming. Like I know I'm primarily Minecraft and art, and like I guess maybe we'll try out reaction content, but I'm not entirely sure what else I want to do. I mean, I've got other games I'm gonna start playing too, but like, you know, I am preferential to certain games, and I just have more fun doing these, and I just, you know, trying to find ways to keep the community more interactive. I'm making a creepypasta show. Ooh. You don't expect them to add, you just want their company. Oh. Yeah, but as a content creator, you have to do something additive, otherwise it's not transformative content. If you want to do a certain stream of reactionary content, you should. Chat isn't entitled to interaction, so just do what you want to do. It's okay. It really depends on. Okay, fun. Okay, here's an interesting way to think about it, right? Yes, that's true. Chat isn't entitled to anything, and I'm allowed to make whatever content I want, whenever and however I want to. That is an entirely true statement. But on the same fist, right? On the same hand, at the end of the day, it's just like questioning why you want to make art. I've been talking to some people who want to start selling their art, and like make like, you know, like sell their art online and making shops like that and kind of stuff, you know? And the reality is you have to ask why you're doing it. If you're doing it because you want a second job that gives you a career income, then that is, you know, that's your focus. Your focus is not being an artist. It's being a company, being a brand, creating what people want and selling that product. It's, you know, promoting yourself. Versus if your goal is to be an artist, be recognized as an artist, as a creator for your art, then your goal isn't creating a company for yourself. It's creating good art and bettering your, you know, skills, in which case you do what makes you happy and what brings you joy and creativity, and everything else, you know, maybe it turns out well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you make really great art and people find it and they love it and you become famous. Or maybe you make really, really, really great art your whole life and no one ever cares. And if your goal was to make good art, then the rest of it doesn't matter. If your goal is to be an artist and your goal is to make good art, at the end of the day, maybe the numbers will come, maybe they never will. And if your goal was to be an artist, then it shouldn't matter, you know? At the end of the day, that's way more simplified than it actually is. At the end, we all know it actually does matter because, you know, it's hard to keep up the face of being an artist when it feels like no one's listening. Like, part of being an artist is being perceived. But, I don't know. It's just thoughts. I'm having thoughts. I don't know. I never fucking shut up. I guess that's kind of part of my job. Weird question. Do you like horror stories and interactive stuff? Because you should check out the Welcome Home website. It's also art-based, which is up your alley. I will check that out, actually. Weird with the comma. Welcome home. It's not welcome home. It's welcome home. Or welcome home. Like, that comma is weirdly placed. Interesting. But yeah, I do like horror and interactive. But yeah, you could tell us about the creepypasta show. I'm not quite sure. It is 11 o'clock. I gotta kind of watch my time. But I think we actually got a lot done today. We finished our chest rooms, like walls and floors and everything, which is a huge jump from everything we did before. And despite the fact that it doesn't have walls or a ceiling like designed yet, we actually have an indoor garden room, which is also another huge jump from where we started today. So I feel like there's actually some progress happening around here. Not perfect, but progress. I don't know, man. I just pay attention to Xander's rants and then just say the exact same thing back to it. I've worked on it for 9 years. It's got a total of 1,000 episodes. That's wild. The longest project I've ever worked on is a storyline that I had been working on writing and designing since I was in 6th grade, which makes that 12 years, I think. I've been working on a story for about 12 years. It's got 3 total rewrites. It's a full-length novel 3 times. Not full-length novel 3 times. Full-length novel that has been started a rewrite 3 or 4 different times. and has never ever been fully completed beginning to end in any way that is good. Only the original version that I wrote in middle school was ever completed beginning to finale, and it was absolute trash. Actually, even then, it was only the first book that was completed. Like, I have no idea, man. It will never be published. For anybody who's like, oh my god, what is it? When is it coming out? It's not anything. It doesn't exist and it never will. You will never read that story. I feel like that's part of being a writer. I think part of being a writer is realizing that, like, not every story you start will you finish. Not every book that you write will be published, because not every idea you have is good. Have the idea, write it. Is it boring? Fucking give up on it and move on. Write a story. Is it not turning out the way you want? Is nobody interested in it? Is it boring? Did it turn out mediocre? Fucking leave it behind. Not every piece of work or idea that you have needs to be a final finished novel. Sometimes you just write things and abandon them because, oh well, not every fucking idea is a goddamn winner, but you gotta write all the bad ones to get to the good ones, you know? Main character is named William. He's a man who's disabled, eating a walker in a wheelchair. Cool. It's a fake puppet show, and home is the name of the main character's house, which has eyes. Got it. Oh yeah, be careful with that. I didn't even catch that, but yeah, don't. Just be careful. I don't know. Don't say like the age you started at something and then how long you've been doing it, because yeah, technically that adds up to letting you know your age, but whatever. Just being careful. Also, how would that take diamonds to fix? Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to back it. Okay. Well, this is now Diamond Pickaxe E. So, listen. That's just what we, listen, it's fine. Whatever. I meant to fucking back out of it, not fucking, what? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's fine. Alright. It is 11 p.m. I think I might just be edging towards the end for the day. Hello. No is pun original. Alright, love it. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome, oh mate. An honor to have you here. My headphones just fucking died. I thought I'd managed to avoid this. God damn it, Death. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please. Dumb Nut Dusk, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome home, mate. Honor to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's see. I think I've got enough. Do I have enough? This. Do I have more leather? I do. Okay. Let's do our last little thing of... Oh, we're gonna have to go cut down more trees. Ooh, gotta go do some deforestation. Okay. One more of the... Oh, wait. I don't have any more paper. That was not enough. Okay, well... We're just gonna have to wait for a lot more fucking sugarcane. We are gonna need more of the green wood though, because I'm gonna want to use at least some of that for like decorating. I'm just not exactly sure how much. I'm also gonna have to decide like what, because I think I might use fir, because it's kind of a weird plank. But like, with the green, I feel like it might actually look good. But literally wheezing, this is so funny and so stupid at the same time. What are you wheezing about over there? What are you wheezing about there? Your goddamn headphones. You're wheezing about your headphones giving out on you. Oh man. Like with the green, I feel like this weird little kind of like natural rustic wood, well, might just be all up in my face is what it might be. What do we think? I feel like it's kind of a look, you know? something a little bit like rusticy, and then we can kind of like focus on doing like mossy stuff and like hanging like lanterns and hanging bookcases and put some vines in here and stuff. Can I pick up vines with like shears? I think that might be an actual idea. I don't know if I can, but what do we think? Do we like the fur? I can't quite tell. Not sure. Do 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 do. Why'd you have to kill my cat? Why did you kill my cat? That's what I need to know. No Mike Voltura, exclamation point Discord, for if you want to keep sharing your story. Because sadly, somebody in my chat said that they missed catchy guitar music. And you know, I am not somebody to deny you what you enjoy. So I'm gonna give it to you. We're gonna set up a raid, losers. All right. If you missed the catchy guitar music, now's your time to enjoy it. It is 11 p.m. I actually do have to go because I am incredibly tired at work all of the time. So I need to not do that. So we're gonna set up a raid, and I'm gonna send you guys over to Monster. And where's my Monster Shop? Where's my Monster Shoppy? Monster Shoppy, there you are. Looks like they're doing another game of Freddy the Fish. They are super fun. I missed catchy guitar, but I didn't mean for stream to end. I'm so sorry. For everyone who's still here, thanks so much for being here tonight. No, I just got here, trans. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be trying to do my best to stream for a little bit longer. I'm gonna try to starting stream earlier, because even though like 3.5 hours is longer than most people stream, like most people do like 2-hour streams, I like the long ones, so I have a lot of fun with you guys. So we'll see what happens, but go enjoy Monster Shop. I'm loading up a raid. Remember, we love raids, so go and give lots of love and support and adoration. And if the raid doesn't go through, the person's name is Monster Shoppy, and I'll see you guys all over there. I'll hang out. So, be good. I love you all.